Right, guys, a warm welcome to the fourth quarterfinal of the Rugby World Cup 2023. It's the Springboks up against France, the host nation of this year's edition of the Rugby World Cup. And I really can't wait for this one to start. We're about an hour away from kickoff, and really looking forward to see what's going to happen in this one. Let's go through the comments coming in. Quentin van der Westhuizen says, go Springboks. De Waal Snyder says, go Bokke. Clive Ari says, Clive and Keith waiting for the best commentator. Thank you, Clive. Really appreciate it, man. And then Michelle says, our proud yet humble captain and the team, the whole of South Africa is behind you. And then Michelle says, yes, and the best commentator. Thank you, Michelle. Obi says, kom ons laat die treinspore warm. En dan ek hoop ons Kudu is reg, die ene waarvoor ons so wag. Knippel die blou aan, lights out manne. Ja, nee, kyk, dit is 'n groot wedstryd hierdie Obi. Ja, ek wou sê dit kan nie groter as dit word nie, maar in 2 weke van nou kry ons die Ultimate World Cup final tussen die Bokke en die All Blacks. So ja, die tweede belangrikste wedstryd in hierdie Rugby Wêreldbeker toernooi dusver is die Bokke teen Frankryk vanaand. En as ons die ene deurtrek, is dit definitief die All Blacks in die final. Maar ja, kom ons gaan kyk hier na die spankeuses. Soos altyd gaan ons dit eers in Engels doen en dan gaan ons 'n bietjie in Afrikaans praat. Maar without further ado, let's go and have a look at how the two teams line up against each other today. Starting with the Springbok backline, we've got Damian Willemse, Kurtley Arends, and Cheslin Colby in the back three. Such an incredible combination, and I must say that Damian Willemse have proven himself out and out as the best number 15 for the Springboks today. Previously, I would have said Willie Leroux, but it just kind of seemed like his form has dipped in recent times, and still a valuable player to have with his experience, which will be seen later on in the game when he comes off the bench. But Willemse, incredibly good under the high ball, good kicking boot on him, and his positional play on the field, especially at fullback, a real gem for the Springbok side at the moment. If you look at Kurtley Arends and Cheslin Colby, two of the same players, really good steppers, very light on their feet, very agile, can break any defensive system to parts, and when they get the opportunity to run. Kurtley Arends, very good under the high ball as well. I can't remember of a time where he hasn't contested the ball and either won it or at least knocked it backwards for the Springboks. So Kurtley Arends are valuable in that number 14 jersey, especially with the fact that France will come out kicking today. I think we're going to get a lot of hoists, a lot of up and unders coming from this French side to try and test Willemse, Kurtley Arends, and Colby. And I think that all three of these players are 100% ready for the French onslaught or aerial ping pong battle. Cheslin Colby, there's not a lot more we can say about this guy. The year of 2019, stepping up in at the number 11 jersey today, uninjured, top fit, and ready to really give a good go in this game against the French. If we look at the midfield combination for South Africa, Jesse Krill and Damien Dialendi, it's a combination that's come a long way. And even though Lukanya is probably going to be missed in that number 13 jersey, Jesse Krill has been with the Springboks setup since 2018 and now finally gets his opportunity to really perform in this number 13 jersey. So, I mean, he's a strong defender. He's a good distributor of the ball, very good under the high ball as well, defensively very solid. And then we've got Damien Delende, who the vice captain of the Springbok side, crash ball specialist, carry the ball up every time he touches the ball. He makes meters with that ball. Very strong in defense. A very good team leader in this core backline group of players for the Springboks today. And expect Dialinde to really crash things up for the Boks during this game and really give the French a really hard time in that midfield. We look at the halfback combination today. Manny Libok and Kobus Reinach completing the 9 and 10 for the Boks. A lot of people obviously would have wanted to see Andre Pollard in that number 10 jersey and maybe Faf de Klerk in that number 9 jersey. But just the fact that Kobus Reinach and Manny Libbok starts this game tells me that the Boks will want to play a little bit more of an expansive game. And if you look at the back three, again, Willem Sickert, Lee Aronson, Cheslin Colby all have the ability to really run racket of the defense. And this is where Kobus, very quick ball distributor, very good kicking game from him. He's just a little bit, I think, a little bit quicker than Faf at the breakdown. And in Manny Libbok, obviously a juggernaut at fly off, distributing the ball well. His kicking game next to nothing. And he promotes that expansive play that the Boks would want to play if that is their tactic going into this game against France. I mean, it's going to take something special, and which better way to have an attacking, expansive, agile backline to do it against a little bit more of a bigger French backline. If you look at we'll go through their side in just a bit, but I do believe that the Boks are far more agile than the French in the backline today. But obviously, games are not won in the backline. It's won in the forwards, and we are going to chat about the Springbok pack of forwards as well as those of France. But let's first go through a few comments that's been coming in here as well. Let's just see here. Clive Harry said, Komi Bokke, big All Black supporter supporting the Boks today. I think he wants what we all want. We want to see a Springbok All Black final. And yeah, great sportsmanship from him to support the Boks today. Dolly says, Guru, you will need your full lungs tonight. It's going to be a cracker. Go Boks. Also, Dolly says, France 9, South Africa 33. Go Boks all the way. Amur Sabah says, 5 trillion for the first Bok who tackled the mask off the face. And then Nardus Ellis says, lyk maar meer as een glasie op vol met ietsie, 'n mondvletjie gestoep met rookies. Hier kom 'n ding, sê Nardus. Katima says, the mother of all games, let's go Boks. Boks by 9. And then Alvarius says, let's hope we play without cards today. Can't afford to go a man down. Andries Stander says, superior Boks by 24 points today. Jorina Fourie sê, ek het baie swaar hard voorspelling te my hart gemaak, maar ek deel sleg met teleurstellings. Dus berei ek my so voor vir hierdie ene. Bruce Thompson says, a message to Springbok supporters, hope your teams win. And then Obi says, got a French brother-in-law, 200% a la Blua supporter. Please, my Bokke, earn a new supporter. 10 points game will do it. Let's go, Bokke, voorwaarts. So with that, let's go and have a look at the pack of forwards of the Springboks today. We're still about 50 minutes away from kickoff. So just slowly but steadily building up to the start of that game. Looking at the forwards, it's one of the most, not one of the most, but I think the most experienced pack of forwards that the Springboks have ever fielded, with Dwayne Vermeulen, Pieter Steph de Toey, and Siya Kolisi in a loose trio. I don't think we can say a lot more about Dwayne Vermeulen as we've already done. Such an exceptional leader, such an exceptional class player, one of a kind, and it's going to be really difficult to replace this man next year. Yes, we do have the likes of Jasper Wiese, and we have the likes of Jeff van Roos coming through the ranks. But, I mean, it's one of those players that comes once in a lifetime, and I think Dwayne Vermeulen, for me, is one of those players. I think we can safely say and put him in the same breath of the likes of Richie McCaw, George Cregan, the likes of Joost van der Westhuizen, Brian Abana, Jonah Lomu. When we talk about the greats of the game, this man is right up there, Dwayne Vermeulen. Strong ball carrier, great leader, great defender, brilliant at the breakdown, such an exceptional player, and has given so much for the Springboks over the course of about 10 years. I think it is now that he's represented South Africa. So an exceptional player, number 8. He's going to lead by example here from the back. Pieter Steph de Toey, the same can be said about this guy. Great ambassador for Springbok rugby. A good tackler, solid tackler. Makes the most tackles on the day in any game from any Springbok. In the last couple of games that they've played, he's definitely made the most tackles. Puts his body on the line. Great line-out option to have in Dwayne and Pieter Steph de Toey. Just an incredible loose trio that the Springboks have today. And then Sia Kolisi leading there from the front, captain fantastic. I mean, so many people have doubted when Rassie made him captain way back in 2018. Probably wasn't the best choice at the time then, but Rassie believed in him, and today we are picking the fruits of an exceptional player himself who's pulled the Springbok side together. And one of those players that, if he's not here, the Springboks are not composed as they should be. And it's great to have Sia Kolisi in that Springbok side, leading from the front. Great ball carrier himself. Tends to get good break ball, tackle ball. Really good at the breakdown. Like I say, leads by example. I think he is definitely the main guy leading the Springbok side at the moment, and such an incredible player to have and captaining the Springbok side. So as far as loose trio concerned, one of the best that the Boks could have ever fielded. If we go and have a look at the lock combination, Franco Mostert and Eben Etzebeth, again, I'm going to say that Franco Mostert, probably one of the most underrated players in South African rugby. He's been a Trojan horse for South Africa over the course of the years. He's not the most fancy player. He doesn't go through a break and runs 50 odd meters. He's not the one that's going to make a dominant tackle every single time he makes a tackle, but he's such a valuable player at line-out time. Great defender, makes his first-time tackles, whether it's dominant or not, gets go-forward ball, whether it's 5 meters or 10 meters or 50 meters. It's the one guy that gets that go-forward ball for this side. And he's also a leader in the side as much as Dwayne, Steph, and Kolisi is. And then not to speak about Eben Etzebeth becoming now the third most experienced, the third most capped Springbok in South African rugby. He's been one of those guys that has done so much for his country, and it all comes together in this game today, where it can either work 100% in your favor, or the roll of the dice or the bounce of the ball could send you home packing. But I think this South African side have enough brutal force and experience and player ability, and you don't have to look further than Eben Etzebeth. He's a prime example of what a Springbok should be. Very aggressive, great player, gets go forward ball, dominant tackler, great leader. I think he sums up what a Springbok should be, is Eben Etzebeth. And in looking at the front row combination for the Boks today, Frans Malherbe, Bongi Munambi, and Steven Kitshoff, arguably the best front row forwards in world rugby for the last 4 years. Obviously, we're missing Malcolm Marx as well, but I think Bongi Munambi has proven himself time and time again that he's definitely not going to be in the shadow of Malcolm Marx, and can step out of that shadow and really perform as his own player, and brings another great leadership quality. And you guys will know I put emphasis on this leadership of this pack of forwards today. Each and every one of these guys that's been selected in the starting 8 for this pack of forwards could lead the Springboks at any given time. That's how good and how experienced they are. And scrum-wise, Kitshoff and Malherbe, absolutely brilliant, dominating most of their opponents on every single time that they play. We've had an exception here and there where they haven't been at their best, but it happens so little that you kind of forget that it even happened. That's how good this and how dominant this front row forward of the Springboks is. But enough said about the forwards. Let's go and find out what the comments are at the moment, because there's quite a few that's come in. Let's just see where we ended off. So then Anne says, watching out of Germany, but have your commentary on. Need all the South African support we can get. Go Booker. Thanks, then Ant. And then Alvario says the back is sharp. Alvario also says I won't be on a chat as I'll be watching. Obi says good discipline. Take all offered points. No greed in the back. Go Booker, go. And then Katima says South Africa, New Zealand will be a nuclear cup final. It will be the match where what dreams are made of. It's almost like you could say the match made in heaven if the All Blacks do take on the Springboks in the Rugby World Cup final 2023. I always said before I was too young to take in the importance of the 1995 World Cup in South Africa when they played each other. And ever since then, I've been begging and hoping and waiting for the moment that there would be a final between the Boks and the All Blacks. And with the last World Cup in 2019, England brutally took that dream away from me. And I was so happy that we managed to dismantle them in the final for doing that. So really looking forward to something like that in this Rugby World Cup. Jermaine Abrams says, I get my speedo aan, my brandas en coke en biltong en braai. Ek's reg vir die frensies. So ja, ek het die biltong en die braai en die coke en die brandas en alles gehad. Hulle is nou al klaar, die aand het so 'n bietjie vroeg eindig hier. Maar laat ons die kommentaar kan doen vanaand. Andre Vermeulen says South Africa win 32-29. Ten says, Guru, you're the man. Let's go, Bokke. Time to eat some croissants. And then Sean Pedro says France 0, South Africa 44. Zaki says my speedo is on and I'm ready for the game. Mamur Sabas says Bokke 19, Frogs 14. And then Dolly says give some likes to the Guru. Thank you, Dolly. Don't forget to press that like button and subscribe, guys. Alvaria says Springboks by 5. Zaki says who has the speedo on? Jing says I vote for Bokke by 15. Wasaretu says Bokke by 17. And then Jermaine says I got my speedo on with the flip-flops. And then Katima says calling Peter Steff man of the match for now. Zaki Fenter says Jermaine, nice man. And Michelle says Eben, my man, love his passion for the game. Clive Ari says the Boks must take advantage of territory tonight. Absolutely. I mean, it's always going to come down to possession and territory, but so too the most important territory, because if you can play inside the opposition half for most of the time, that's where they're going to force the areas down. We are good at the breakdown. We can force those breakdown penalties and we can have a shot at goal. So very important that we get the territory game right today. We don't want to be playing in our own half throughout this game. Dirk Libber says Bokke by 23. Zaki Venter says Eben is one of the best players there. Alvarez says Peter Steff the 2. Zaki says no one can beat Eben. Wasaretu says go Bokke. And then Dolly says Dwayne is the selection I'm very happy about. True leader alongside Khaleesi. I don't think I have to elaborate on that because I did quite a big discussion on that. We all know how I feel about Dwayne and what important value he brings to the Springboks side. Karen Swart says Bokke by 10 and Obi says Guris, die trein moet spore af en ver in die veld en bliksem. Looi daai front Guru, die Bokke moet in die Karoo vlakte spartel en spuit. Snork en tort. Drukkie 3. Jermaine Abrams said we're playing 5-3 today, not the 7-1. I want to see how we're cooking. En dan Mamur Sabah sê vat so enetjie vir volk en vaderland. Entertainment sort of says hello Guru, can't wait. And then Craig Kukamur also says there we go, hello all, Obi, Michelle, Zaki, Musa, Jinx, Bokke. And then also saying hi Guru, how many times is the pond gonna hit the deck tonight? Hope he is safe on the ground tonight. Don't want the aggressive Bokke to hurt him, eh? Absolutely not. I don't think he's going to play a full game. He might not even start. I think we might see a tactical switch just before the game, but who knows? Airsbox says, knock, who's there? Bok. Ooh, Lebok. And then JJC Gaming says, yo, it's me again. Also, JJ Gaming YouTube says, come on, France. And then Wayne Mack says, come on, Bokke, we can win this one. As well as Greg says, yes, like Obi, that Fiji game was stressful. LOL, happy days. Man, happy days. And yeah, that is it for the comments for now. Let's go and have a look at the bench quickly of the Springboks so far. So looking at the bench from the Springboks, and we've gone with a 5-3 split today. Dion Fourie, Oxner Shear, Vincent Kok, Argie Snyman, Kwagga Smith, Faf de Klerk, Andre Pollard, and Willie Leroux. You boost oodles of experience there in the Springbok side with a mixture of youngsters. And dare I say, Dion Fourie, a youngster when it comes to Springbok matches played, but such a quality player. And he showed against Tonga with his man of the match performance as well, that he's definitely not shying away from that hooking position. A lot was said about Weber not making the box side and Dion Fourie getting in ahead. I say it was a masterpiece by Rassie and Jock to bring in Dion Fourie as a utility forward. And now we've got the quality of this second hooker who can come onto the field, steal ball, gain meters, make some big tackles, and get your lineouts right as well, which is a bonus in all the above said. And great to have Dion Fourie on this bench. Oxfordshire, Vincent Koch. I was surprised that Trevor Nyakane didn't make it into this side today. But I mean, take nothing away from Ox or Vincent. Two very good strong scrummages. We saw, I think it was in the game against, who was it? I think against Scotland, where Kitsoff and Malherbe struggled a little bit towards the end. And then they came on and absolutely destroyed the Scottish backer forwards. So great to have those guys there when the others get tired. Ergius Snyman, our own Viking, such a quality player. I didn't believe he was going to make the Springbok squad in time with all the injuries that he had. But now that he's back, it almost feels like he was never gone. And that's just how great player this guy is. He can step in for either Franco Mostert or Ruben Etzebeth, and we lose nothing in pure grit and determination and power and strength from Snyman as well. So great backup to have there. Kwagga Smith, great player, came from the 7 scene to the 15-man code, took that gamble because he was one of the best sevens players in the world. And he decided to make that switch to the 15s, and it's paid off twice. It's his second Rugby World Cup now and playing some exceptional rugby as well. Coming off the bench, coming in as that impact player who can slot in at 6, 7, or 8, or even on the wing if we require him to. So, yeah, it's always great to have a great utility player like Kwagga Smith and the value that he brings to the side, especially at the breakdown where we're going to need quick turnovers against a very good French side. It's going to be valuable and great to have Kwagga. Faf de Klerk, Andre Pollard, and Willie Leroux brings that experience that I talked about earlier. So if things do go sideways with maybe the expansive game plan that they might play today in the box, we could see Faf de Klerk, Andre Pollard, and Billy just bring that stability to the Springbok backline in that last 20 minutes when it could be either close or we could just put the game to bed. It's always great to see Faf there with his box kicks. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I mean that's why Faf has been the number one scrum half for the last dare I say 8 years. Not 8 years, but these 6 years where he's played the game plan to exceptional quality. I mean, it's not him that's going to decide. We all knew he was a great attacking scrum half when he played for the Lions and even for Sale Sharks. But since joining Rassie and Jock, he's been more of a kicking scrum half than an aggressive attacking scrum half. But a great player to have with his kicking boot and brilliant on defense. For as little as the guy is, he definitely gets to bring down the big men more often than not. And the experience of Andre Pollard, we've seen already show off in Manny Libok last time when he managed to get all his kicks over. Definitely a man for the big moment, and that BMT is going to be so vital for the Springbok side today as well. And in Willie Leroux, damn, I hope he's going to have a good game because when Willie has a good game, he has a really good game. And then when he has a bad game, he has a really bad game. This guy does not have an average game. He's great or he's poor. So let's hope today is going to be that day where he's going to have a really great game when he do come on and just settle the score for us. That's my biggest wish for Willie Leroux today. But while I was talking off the bench, we've got about 49 messages coming through. So let's just see where we crashed off last time. Zaki said, I hear the number 9 French got injured. What happened? So he broke I think it's jawbone not so long ago against Namibia, but he's ready for today's game. And then Greg says, I have my Bokke shirt on. I have checked beer, Chinese prawn, crackers, and plenty of Bokke. Yes. RG Rates, Quitter says it's going to be South Africa 24, France 17. Toxic Block says, here come Bokke. And then JJ Gaming says, "Hi, Kuru, it's me. As I'm English, I am so happy about England's performance, but I'm nervous about who will win this match because I don't want England to get trashed by South Africa or France, which is probably going to be the case, JJC Gaming. If it's not us, it's definitely going to be France is going to trash England in the semi-final. Toxic Blocks, hier kom die bokke, Guru, ek het het gemaak. And in Craig Kukamu says, don't stress about getting the shirts tomorrow, says Craig. And Alvaria says, dang, why is the kickoff so late? It's about, well, it's 9 o'clock kickoff, so in about half an hour from now, we will have the kickoff. Obi says, Guru, get a punch back on the side, give us the attack feeling, the fun, get some frustration out of Libby Flops. And then also Craig says, I think he got hit in the clash with Namibia. Yeah, had to leave the field, but that is spot on. And then let's just see a couple more. One JJC says we need someone new to win the Rugby World Cup. No, JJC, we need the Box to win it. So yeah, definitely backing the Box to do it again. Abel says from Abel in Kagiso, I have full belief the Bokke will bring back the cup where it belongs. And in Clive Swanepoel says Bokke wen 16 punte teenoor 10. And yeah, let's see. Greg says if the Bokke can start strong and quick, I think we will really blast the fringe of the field. And yeah, the dogs here in the background, they're excited for the game as well. If you guys can hear it, not sure if you can, but yeah. Lynette Kleinans says, let's just put that up. Greg, I just want to take this opportunity to thank you for always providing such a live show for us. Each rugby match, you're a superstar, go Bokke. And then also Tian Botha says, goeienaand, ek is niet op jou kanaal en ek love dit, dankie. Dankie Tian, waardeer die ondersteuning ook. El Kluter says, All Blacks and Springbok final, crazy papa. And then Craig says, thank you, Lynette. I love the passion Guru has. And I'm stuck in the middle of nowhere with no Bokke friends here. So I love chatting with everybody here online. And then Walker says, Guru, I'm so nervous. Walter says, good luck to South Africa. Rosemary says, Box will make it today. There's so many comments coming in. El Kluter sê, jy honde bluff. Ja, nee, kyk, hulle bluff. Hulle is excited vir die game net so baie soos ek. So ja, my Prinslus sê, Guru, jy is die beste, dankie my. Also my Moerse baas wat sê, keep Guru Moerse likes. And then, ach, nou gaan ek sommer kraai. You are all the best, says Craig. And then Sarel de Vos says, goeienaand, Guru, sterkte Bokke speel skoon. So yeah, with that, let's quickly go and have a look at the French side for today. We've still got about 30 minutes left before kickoff. So let's quickly have a look at the back three of France: Thomas Ramos, Damien Penaud, and Louis Belle Biare in that back three for France. Quality all around there. Thomas Ramos, a brilliant fullback, great under the high ball, very good on the attack, on the counter attack especially, and then a very solid goal kicker as well that they've got in Thomas Ramos. So definitely a player to watch out today. Damien Penaud and BL Biare has showed throughout this competition that if they're given the opportunity, they will score the tries. So especially impressed with Louis BL Biare. We know Damien Penaud, very quality player, very tall winger, and it's one of the areas that was concerned for South Africa with the shorter wingers in the back. But like I said, Kurtley Arendt's a great under the high ball anyway, up against Damien Penaud, and yeah, it's gonna be a battle of the high ball, I think, and I think we are very well equipped against these three guys. Louis Biele Biare is still young, well, still a green when it comes to international caps, and maybe one of the areas where the Box will want to try and expose this French side today. So looking forward to see how they counter that. Midfield-wise, Carl Fico and Jonathan Dante. I did mention, well, let me just bring this dogs in. Yeah, just had to bring them in. They're going to make me crazy tonight. So, yeah, back into the midfield here. Garth Ficker and Jonathan Dante. I did mention earlier that the Springbok backline, very agile and a lot smaller compared to that of the French. I think they're a little bit more heavier than our guys. And it's one of the areas where I think we can expose this French side. Garth Ficker, strong ball runner, great. Great player when he gets some go forward ball. Will they be able to get that with such a strong pack of forwards that they're playing against? Galfico needs that momentum to go forward. And if not, he could be caught out today by the more versatile and agile players of the Springboks. Jonathan Dante, very similar to that of Damien Dialendi, a very good crash ball. Not such a great defender, though. And that's again where I say South Africa might just be able to spark a little bit of magic there between Cheslin, Kirtley, and Willemse and Lebok to get past these heavier backline players of the French. And then looking at the halfback combination, you can't say too much wrong about Charlie Bear and Anton Dupont. Charlie Bear has been exceptional in the absence of Romain Intermac. And it's as if the French haven't missed him at all, with Charlie Bear playing some incredible rugby for this French side, and he will definitely be the man that they go to today. I don't think Anton Dupont is 100% ready for this game, given the fact that he had to go through surgery and everything. I think that might count against the French today. I know it's vital that they've got a player that they can rely on experience-wise, and having such a player like Dupont there, but I think he might just be holding back a little bit today because, I mean, let's be honest, you do not want to re-injure that sort of injury. So yeah, let's hope Anton Dupont is ready for this game. Although I think the weakness today in this French backline, the fact that they are heavier than the Springboks, and yeah, and the fact that that we've got the likes of Anton Dupont not 100% ready for action just yet. If we go through a few more of the comments coming through here, Zaki says, I have a lot of energy now for this game. Frankie Erasmus says, go Bokke, go boys. Also, where else can we go? Just have to go through. Cricket Batman says, I just hope Billy is on the bench today. And El Kluter says, yes, Eister Guru, thanks, Bell. Alvario says, discipline is key against France. Jermaine says, hope kicking doesn't drop us tonight. And imagine first half 40 points to 0 for the Boks. That would be incredible. Dion Kloegenenberg, welkom met speel met 4 in krag. Greg Kukemoer says, Ramos who? Just like Zaki, grab the straps and tie yourself down. Not sure your room survived the last time. Mamoer se baas says, dis Jolly Bear moet getackle word. Hy laat hoes. Peter Stepte toe tackle daai jong in sy kas. Kom Bokke. Freddy Frans op heeltemal vandag. And then also, what time does the game start? Asked Jocks. The game starts in about 20 minutes, 24 minutes from now. Leon Jansen sê, Guru, Frans se voordeel is ref en skare. Bokke moet net discipline wees in hulle eie halfgebied. Absoluut, Leon, as jy kyk na die toeskouers vir vandag se wedstryd, 90,000 mense wat teen die Bokke gaan skree. Ek dink jy draak groter as dit nie, maar ons het dit al voorheen gedoen en ons kan dit weer doen vandag. Ek dink dit kan dalk teen die Franse tel in een of ander tyd in hierdie wedstryd, waar die druk van die tuiskare dalk net 'n bietjie te veel gaan word vir hierdie Fransmanne, maar jy weet nooit nie. Greg says, I've just been banned from the kitchen. Wife does not understand Afrikaans and has no idea about rugby. Kitchen ain't going to survive this game. Also, Abel says, go Bokke, go, we are behind you. South Africans are proud of you. And where else can I just quickly crash? Kobus Silje said, Dupont is die wedstryd fiks nie, hoë risiko vir die Franse. And Sparrow says, everyone, surely some news on Rugby 24. Not going to come from me, Sparrow. Unfortunately, you'll have to wait it out, man. Tian Botha vra gaan Libbok speel of Andre. As Libbok opdraf, gaan sy skop ons kos of nie. So, apologies. Tian, so Manny Libbok will be starting this game, and I think they've worked on his kicking throughout this last couple of weeks. I don't think it's going to be a big issue for us going into this game, because if it does, there's always Andre Pollard to fall back onto. Obi also says Vuvuzela is the new Trump nickname. How noisy it is. Hope to see a few in France. Perhaps our weapon is banned. And then Sparrow says, you're laughing, you know you want to. And then Craig says, what I would give to be able to play that Vuvuzela tonight, says Greg. Absolutely. Let's go and have a look at the forwards of this French side quickly as we're getting closer to the kickoff of this game. We're looking at the loose trio combination of Gregory Aldred, Charles Olivon, and Anthony Geelonk. It's a very good quality loose trio. Again, I don't think that they are the same quality of a of a Dwayne Vermeulen, Peter Steptoe, and Kulisi, but still great quality. Gregory Aldred showed in that All Black game what a quality number 8 he is, and completely outplayed Ardie Sevilla on the day. So I'm not taking anything away from Aldred or Charles Olivon or Geelonk. It's a really good combination, and they've proven over the course of time that they can match any pack of forwards. And today will be no different, because they will have to do it if they want to beat the Springboks today. We saw it last night with the Irish All Blacks game. I did say a week ago that to somebody I spoke to about the rugby, I said the one problem with the All Blacks is that they haven't been great at the breakdown all year, and it's shown in the big games against the Springboks and Ireland and all those ones. And then last night they went out and did exactly what I feared that they won't be able to do, and they played a great game at the breakdown. Absolutely outplayed the Irish at that breakdown area, and I think that's where France will have to really come out today. And if they want to win this game against the Boks, they're going to have to be absolutely clinical at the breakdown, and it's going to be difficult with the likes of the Tue and Dwayne and Sia, along with Kitsov and Bongi at that breakdown. If we look at the lock combination for this game, Thibaut Clement and Cameron Wacky, a very formidable lock combination. Cameron Wacky, not so long ago, were spoken in the same breath of Eben Etzebeth and Maro Itoje and Brody Retallick. So a great player in Cameron Wacky that this French side have. And Thibaut Clement has just been incredible as well. So, yeah, unfortunately, no Paul Villense for the French. I think they will miss his physicality today. But again, Clement bringing in some experience of his own for this side. Looking at the front row, Uni Antonio, Piato Malvaka, and Cyril Bay. I'm very impressed with Malvaka. I always felt that he was probably going to be their first choice hooker for years to come. Unfortunately for France, their number one hooker got injured like Malcolm Marx, and now it's a chance for Malvaka to really come out here and prove his worth to this French side. And I think it's a blessing in disguise, rather, for this French side to have Malvaka start. Cyril Bay and Antonio, as always, two very good scrummers. They're not far behind of Kitsov and Malherbe and Ox and Vincent. So expect them to be at least a force for the first 60-odd minutes, maybe the full 80, like we saw Ireland and the All Blacks last night. The All Blacks had to defend for 37 phases before Ireland eventually bow down to the mighty All Blacks. So I'm guessing we might have to do the same tonight against a very, very good French side as well. Few more comments coming in here as we look at Tian Botha says Gwib Libbok moet sy skopskoen aan hê, And then Walker says, Reinach the key. Well, we never know. It might be. It's very little that we see Kobus Reinach start in those big games. So there must be a plan behind this. Renier said, Dankie Guru, Dankie Renier. And then Zaki says, if Manny Lebok kick in as he did, I don't know if the coach need to be fired or whatever. Couldn't quite make out there. Obi says, during a lockdown, our village turned into Vuvuzela paradise. Every eve outcome the Vuvuzelas. And then Greg says, what's your prediction? How long before the first try is scored? And which team will score the first try? You're putting me on the spot here, Greg. I don't know, man. My prediction for this game is the Box by 9 points, as I've got it on my Super Brew. I think it's going to be close throughout, but we will seal it in the last 10 minutes. This game will be secured for the Box, I hope. So going Box by 9. And then as far as the first try to be scored, I think I would want to say Bongi Bunambi, but our driving balls haven't been great over the course of this competition. So yeah, we might we might see a maybe a even Hetzebet try, maybe a Franco Mostert, maybe a Bongi Bunambi or a Kitsov. I think it's going to be a 4 try for the first try of the game. And if it's not going to come from South Africa, it's probably going to come from the right winger of France, Damian Penaud. But let's hope for the first and not the latter. And then Greg says, Owie, that's brilliant, dude. Vuvuzela Paradise, love it. And then Joseph said, we need every possible point, need to score with every penalty. And then Walker says, Malvaka is a problem. Absolutely. A great ball carrier, great defender. And he tends to make meters every time he touches the ball. Joseph says, thanks for the great commentary, Guru. Thank you, Joseph. Nicholas Ballaran says, alles, Les Bleus. And then Walker says, my blood pressure is high. Rex says, perfect. Thanks, Guru. And then, yeah, let's go and have a look at the bench quickly for this French side as we're getting closer to kick-off now. So looking at the bench for the French today, Pierre Bourgarit, Reda Wardi, Dorian Aldegheri, Romain Tafiona, Francois Cross, Seko Makalu, Maxim Lucy, and Yoram Mufana to complete this bench for the French today. And great quality players there. Aldegheri, Tafiona, Francois Cross, Makalu. They've gone with a 6-2 split there, only having 2 backline players in this bench today for the French. So, yeah, looking forward to this one. We're getting very close to kickoff. I think I've said what I wanted to say for most of the parts. So, I think without further ado, I might just have to go for a lung break quickly before we get into this game as we near the biggest game of the Rugby World Cup 2023 up until now. So the Springboks up against the hosts. It's the defending champions up against the host nation of France. And let's hope for the Boks' sake that they pitch up here today and play a really good game. Let's just get everything in order here for this game. Let's just add the scoreboard for now, as we are getting very close to the kickoff of this game. So there we have it. In about 10 minutes from now will be the kickoff to this game. Just taking a quick lung break, and then we will be back for the start of this game. And let me know in the comment section so long where you guys are from. Like I always do, I do ask where you guys are watching from. So let me know where everybody's watching from, and we'll give a shout out to those for where we possibly can at the moment. Arbel also says, the Bokke, do not forget, President already bought tickets, flight to come and help to carry the cup back home. And then also Toxic says, I'm from South Africa. Tian Botha asked what happened to Jakob Pijper. So not quite sure what happened there, Tian. but he left the field after about 17 minutes after that first half, and that's where things started to go hayward for Wales as well. So let's just quickly put that up. Jermaine Abrams says he's from Roodepoort in Stubbins Valley. Monique Martin says from Tux in Pretoria. Carl Hook from London. And also we've got Wynand Smith from Heidelberg in Gauteng. Shannon Waters from Alberton. Toxic says, time to get your beer now. Still got my glass here, is Toxic. Sarel de Vos says, Sarel from South Africa. Magritte Strydom from Free Rivers in Vereniging. So we got great support from everywhere around again. Yara says from Romania, but I'm South African. Tian Roodepoort, Florida. Glenn. Tony Elston van Sedgefield. Tim Martins van die Ooskaap. Go Bokke. Sarel de Toey van Namibia. And Lynette Kleinhans from Pretoria East. Also, Babu said 4 tries tonight, but I'll take a 1-point win for the Springboks as well. Joanne Deisel from Sweden, maar van Suid-Afrika af. And then Greg says, okay, St. Petersburg in the heart of Russia, but from Cape Town. Very few can say my surname, so I can't be anything but a suffer. Yeah, no, look, as South African as you get, Greg, for sure. Karinska says Karori Wellington in New Zealand. So we've got plenty of people from all over. We're going to stop it there. We'll just go through the Springbok lineup real quickly again. For those of you who've missed it. So the backline for South Africa, Damian Willemse, Kurtley Arendse, and Cheslin Colby in the back three, with Jesse Kriel and Damian Dialendi completing the midfield combination, and then Kobus Reinach and Manny Libok as the halfback pairing for this game. Then the forwards for the Springboks, Dwayne Vermeulen, Peter Steph de Toey, and Sia Khaleesi forming the loose trio combination, with Franco Mostert, Evan Etzebeth in the lock combination, and then Frans Malherbe, Bongi Bunambi, and Stephen Kitsoff in the front row. On the bench, we've got Dion Fourie, Oxfordshire, Vincent Kok, and R.G. Snyman, along with Kwagga Smith, Faf de Klerk, Andre Pollard, and Willie Leroux. Incredible Springbok side here. One of the most experienced sides in South Africa could field. Malcolm Moody says he's from Durbanville. Regan Marman says my bloed is groen. Bloodhound says he's from Jeffreys Bay. Grace still asks what time is the match. So starting at 9 o'clock, almost time for kickoff. Right, let's go and have a look at the Friends side real quickly. We've got Thomas Ramos, Damian Peno, and Louis Biare in the back three. Then the midfield combination of Gael Fico and Jonathan Dante, along with the halfback combination of Anton Dupont and Matthew Jalibert. Then the forwards for this game for France, Gregory Algert, Charles Olivon, and Anthony Geelong in the loose trio, with Tibak Lamin and Cameron Waki in a lock combination, and in Uni Antonio, Piato Mavaka, and Cyril Bay as the front row for this French side. Then on the bench, we've got Pierre Porgaret, Reda Wardi, Dorian Aldegheri, Romain Tafiuena, Francois Cross, Seko Makalu, Maxime Lucy, and Yoram Mufana, as we now see the Springboks making their way through the tunnel. It's the Springboks looking focused and ready for this game. Almost ready for the game here, as Sia Khaleesi now waits the French side to join them at the front of the tunnel. Entertainment Source says, watching on TV and listening to Guru. Thanks, Entertainment Source. Also, Entertainment Source says France won the coin toss, and then Chris Becker from Harare, go Bokke. Joppie Fourie from Potchefstroom in Noordwest. And then also Eugene from Fockville here. And then Are we going to miss Jesse in defense? Did I miss something? But here they come. So the two team lineups now running onto the field. Here is the Springboks and France getting ready for the biggest game of the Rugby World Cup thus far. It's absolutely massive as both teams now onto the field for this incredible showdown. It's definitely France's biggest game of the tournament. And for me, the biggest game of the Rugby World Cup 2023 so far, as both teams now onto the field and getting ready for the national anthems. It's a pity that we cannot play the sound for the national anthems, but yeah, we are going to get that underway now and kick off in about 7 minutes from now. 7 minutes from now, and it's going to be absolutely massive. Let me also know in the comment section what you guys think the scoreboard will be. Give me some score predictions and we'll put that up as well. But for now, we're about 5 minutes away from kickoff in this game between the Springboks and France. Busy with the national anthems at the moment is the Springboks and France. Such an important game. Either one of these two teams going home after this game. Who's going to join England in the semi-finals? We've got Argentina, New Zealand, and England in the semi-finals already. Who is going to join them? Quevesillier says 21 points to 19 for the Bokke. Also, Tian Botha, South Africa 21, France 12 today. And then also, where are we now? Is this real media? Says we'd like to express our sincere and heartfelt gratitude to Guru for his fantastic commentary on the channel. Keep up the good work. Please like the channel. Go Bokke. Thank you. Is this real media? Really appreciate all the support from everyone so far. So almost done with the national anthems as we get ready for this big game. Like always, first 20 minutes English, second 20 Afrikaans, and so too also this second half, the first 20 in English, the second 20 in Afrikaans, as we're about to get ready for the biggest game of the Rugby World Cup in 2023, with the host France taking on the world champions, the Springboks. Entertainment Source says, ag nee man, ek en my vrou luister eerder na Guru. Ek verstaan hoekom praat hulle nie Afrikaans of Engels op die TV nie. Alan Patterson says, love Guru's commentary. Thank you, Alan. Tian Botha vra, gaan jy Afrikaans of Engels of gemeng, so mengels. First 20 English, second 20 Afrikaans, and so on and so on. Eric Davison says, still behind you in real time, Guru. Well done, last commentary. I will let you pick a team tonight. Be as biased as you like. And then Nathaniel says 9-18 to the Bokke. Steve Lamb says, I'm a Kiwi. Go the Springboks. They are rugby cousins. Cedric Krill says Bokke 36. France 18. Obi says cancel the fishing trip. Bokke Gomi lads. 1,000 pins them ears back. Gat skoon maak lyne en pale oor. Dis al wat ons wil hoor reg so. Dan Poppy sê welkom Kasim. And then, thanks, Steve. I was so chuffed with you guys last night. We love a New Zealand versus South Africa final. Best of the best. So, one more time, let's go through the team lineups. We've got Willemse, Arendse, and Colby in the back three, with Kriel and Dialendi in the midfield, and then Reinach and Lebok forming the halfback combination. Then Vermeulen, De Toey, and Kolisi in the loose trio, with Mostert and Etzebeth forming the lock combination, and then Malherbe, Bonambi, and Kitshoff in the front row for the box. On the bench, we've got Fourie, Nisha, Kok, Snyman, Smith, de Klerk, Pollard, and Leroux. For France, we've got Thomas Ramos, Damian Pinot, and Louis Biele Biare in the back three, with Carl Fico and Jonathan Dante in the midfield, and then Anton Dupont and Matthew Jalibert in the halfback combination. And then Gregory Aldred, Charles Olivon, and Anthony Geelong in the loose trio. Thibaut Tlame and Cameron Waki in the lock combination, along with Uni Antonio, Piato Mavaka, and Cyril Bai in the front row. Then on the bench, Pierre Bogaret, Redowardi, Dorian Aldegheri, Romain Tafiona, Francois Kroos, Sako Makalo, Maxime Lucy, and Yoram Mufana for France. We're about to get this game underway as we're just finishing up the South African national anthem here, and we will be ready for kickoff in this game. My Prinsloo says, "Go Bokke, you are the best team." And then also, Bok het die langs 'n raas gehad, Hani. Hy wy alleen daar in die vlaktes in Sesobi. Kasim says the French fries is on hold. This is it now. Teams are going to get ready for kickoff now in this game. And Obi says, "Sing vir ons, Guru, sing vir ons, kom." Rather not want, I don't want the screen to break, man. But yeah, we're ready for the World Cup quarterfinal number 4 here. Entertainment Sorre sê, toe ons volkslied op die pad vanuit die blou van ons hemel kom, sing ou ewen kliphard. Right, so now, Andre Dumini says, "Naanse Guru en almal, hoop dit gaan goed. Ek hoop die bokke wen die ene." Baie belangrike wedstryd die vir die Springbokke. Kan hulle dit doen vanaand? Is of ons kom huis toe of ons het 90,000 baie kwaai ondersteuners in hierdie stadium vanaand. Right, so getting ready for kickoff now. The Springboks in green and gold, France in their blue jerseys. Abel says, "Go Bokke, good. We were waiting for this moment. Show them who you are." And then Dolly, "Are you ready, Guru?" Absolutely, we are ready. Kom ons kyk of ons 'n paar kapais gaan sien vanaand. Of kapes, wat noem hulle dit? Kapes. Ons gaan kyk hoeveel hoë balle kan die bokke vanaand skop. Right, so it is going to be the Springboks to kick this game off. They are going to be playing from right to left on our screen. And let's see how this one is going to turn out. We've got about 677 people watching now. Let's see if we can get that to 3,000. So do share this page on your YouTube or wherever you can. Let's get this one to go viral. Ben O'Keefe, the referee, Paul Williams, James Dolman as assistants, with Brendan Pickerel as the match TMO for today's game. Right, so the box to get this game underway, playing from right to left on our screen. This is it. Nothing gets bigger than this. The kickoff there from Manny Lebok is a high hanging kickoff and nearly taken there by the Springboks as well. But France do have the position as Anton Dupont trying to get this one out. Goes to the box kick over the top. And underneath it there is the Springboks. It's Kurtley Arendse now running it up over the halfway line. Almost up to the 10-meter line of France now. Jeven Hetzevet bashes his way forward. Driven back in a tackle though. Now Reinhardt back to Lebok, going high into the air with a Capet. And chasing up after that, Thomas Ramos gets that ball beautifully on a 10-meter line of France. Dupont again waiting for it, gets it out now. It's carried up here by Charles Olivon. Charles Olivon now, Dupont going with a little chip kick over the top. This could work for France. It's Charlie Bear who's going to pick it up for them between the 10 and the 22 of the box now. A clever little kick and another one. Here's trouble for South Africa as that ball sits up, but I think Kurtley Arendse is back for it. I think Kurtley Arendse has managed to get that ball down. It's Louis Berelli who's complaining there to the referee, but it will be a goal line dropout for the Springboks. The Boks nearly caught off guard there very early on in this one. Yeah, it was deemed to have been slapped back there by nothing in it. It's going to be a goal line dropout. So South Africa under pressure very early on with those little kicks over the top. We need to be careful here as it's Charles Olivan who takes it up again for France now, just outside the 22 of the Springboks. Gregory Aldred now with a charge forward. Springbok defense. Have they stolen that? No, they haven't. Comes back to the French side again. Now Malvaka takes it up. Uni Antonio. Dupont now. Back it comes again. Settled by. Just outside the 22 now. Dupont gets a long pass over the top and a little kick ahead by Pinot. Charts down by Willemsen into touch. Line out to France on the 22 on the far side of the field. Inside the 22 of South Africa. Well, what a start here. Francois sê, ten minste praat jy net 2 tale, Guru. Right, so line out now, Vaka to throw this one in right on the 22 on the far side of the field. Taken by Cameron Walkie. Now they set up the driving maul as France. This is looking really good for them. They're still going. 5 meters out from the try line. 2 meters out now is France as Malvaka nearly takes it up over the try line. It's a penalty advantage to France now. Dupont gets it away. Try time to settle by in a corner. And France gets the first try of this game. So Springboks left shell shocked here. 5 points to 0 France. Lead the Springboks here. What a start. 3.5 minutes gone. And settled by that lucid prop of France gets the try in the right-hand corner there. Well, South Africa will have to wake up. What a driving maul from the French there. Nearly went all the way there was the French. And from their quick hands. And settled by gets the try for France. Well, this is the start. Wakey. As France gets the first try of the game through an unlikely Euro in settled by. Thomas Ramos now to try and convert this one. Michelle says, Kuru, you need a university degree pronouncing all the names. You do. Well done. Thanks, Michelle. Right, Ramos then to convert this one from the right-hand corner on the far side of the field. That kick is not going to curl in for France. Oh, no, it has. It's gone over, so it's 7 points to 0. And what a kick from Ramos to put France ahead by 7 points to 0. What a start from the French. And 90,000 people come alive in the Stade de France. 7 points to 0, France lead after just 5 minutes in the quarterfinal. Libok with a restart, then it's another high hanging kickoff, well taken by Flamme. There for France now, Geelong. Geelong carrying that one up between a 22 and a 10-meter line. Dupont now waiting for it. Gets it out now to Jalebe, who puts it on a boot. Not going to find touch. Finds Cheslin Colby. Now Colby runs it up to the halfway line. Looking for a bit of space. Runs right into Flamen now. Now Kobus Reinach. Back it comes to Bongi Munambi. Bongi Munambi having knocked that on. Yes, he has. And Malvaka has gone straight through here for France. Up to the 22 he goes. France looking very good at the moment. Now Dupont with a long pass out wide. It's Ramos out to Galfico. Galfico's going to straighten it up. Just a meter short of the try line on the near side of the field. It's Aldrich now. Takes it up for France. Here they come again. It's Jonathan Dante. Just a meter short of the try line for France. Dupont still waiting. Dupont, long pass. Oh, Yemenetsevet nearly going for the intercept there. And have South Africa secured this ball? Yes, they have. The Springboks have got this ball back now. And Kobus Reinach now waiting for it. But what a start from the French. Now Dwayne Vermeulen carries it up. 5 meters out from his own try line. South Africa under pressure very early on. Kobus Reinach going with a box kick over the top now. And he's going to find touch roundabout on the 10-meter line inside Springboks territory. Jebenet's doing exceptionally well to intercept that ball for South Africa. And a chance now for France here on the near side of the field, on the 10-meter line of the Springboks. 7 minutes gone in this game. Malvaka finds Cameron Walkie now. Dupont out to the left winger there. It carries it up again. Carried up again by Aldred, making it up to the 10-meter line of South Africa. But the Boks have stolen it. Dwayne Vermeulen, he's done brilliantly there on the ground. Kobus Reinach going with the box kick over the top, and a chase now coming. It's going to bounce loose. It's going to bounce loose and into the hands of Kirtley Arendse, going for the corner, try to the Springboks, and Kirtley Arendse gets it for the Springboks in the right-hand corner. Well, nobody wanted that ball, and it bounced loose, and Kirtley Arendse quickly onto that ball and gets the first try for the Springboks. Well. All that 8 minutes of pressure being pulled on. It wasn't a great kick from Reinach, to be honest. And then off the boot of the French at the back, and then Kirtley Arendse with incredible pace, just picking that ball up and going over for the try. Yeah, it's off Carl Fico and then picked up by Kirtley Arendse for the try for the Springboks. Try time to the box, and they hit back here after some nervous moments in that first 7 minutes of the game. Here comes the conversion kick now from Manny Libbok. 5 meters out from the right-hand touchline. Let's see what he can do with this one. So important that they get this one. Springboks 5, France 7. Conversion to come. Can Libbok send this one through the middle? And that one is no, it's gonna kill in. It's a brilliant kick from Libbok. Same as Ramos gets it over, and it's 7-all here after 9.5 minutes of play. 9.5 minutes gone, and the scores are level here at the Stade de France. MGL says ons moet hierdie game baie stadig maak. But what a start to this game as France get this game back underway, and it's taken by Etzebeth. There might have been a high tackle there from Damien Penaud now, but the referee says play on. Franco Mostert now carries it inside the 22 in the middle of the field. Now comes back to Libbok, who puts it on the boot, and he's going to find a very good touch finder all the way up to the halfway line on the far side of the field. Hulle sê jy moet 'n bietjie kookwater vat en sluk vir die hoesie. Right, so Malvaka then to throw this one in. 10 minutes gone, and it's all square here at the moment. Malvaka to throw this one in, finds a jumper really well there now. Jalibert out to Antonio, just up over the halfway line they go. Anton Dupont now back to Olivon again. Olivon driven back in the tackle. Now Dupont going with the box kick over the top and waiting for that one. Cheslin Colby, oh, he's knocked it on. And here's a chance now. Malvaka for France right inside the 22 of the Springboks. Let's see what they can do with this one as France now. Jalibert going with a cross kick, but they're going to come back for the knock on. Well, it's a knock on from France. So it's come down to the Springboks. Well. Ethel Woodman has become a new member of the channel as well. Thank you, Ethel. Really appreciate the support. And then thank you, Nixem, for another 140 Rand super sticker. Really appreciate the support, guys. Really do. Well, yeah, it was knocked on by France then. So scrum down to the Springboks. What a game so far. 12 minutes gone in this opening first half. And France 7, Springboks 7. Kobus Reinach will feed this one in now for the Springboks. About 5 meters inside their own 22. About 10 meters from the far side of the field. Scrum goes down, and I think Kitsov very lucky not to get penalized there, as his arm did lose bind there. So lucky to get away with that one is Kitsov. But we're going to scrum again. Right, scrum down to the Springboks. Ben O'Keefe, obviously, the referee for today's game. Christel Botha says, Senewees is klaar, kom aan bokke. Right, so scrum. Let's see what happens with this one. Kobus Reinach will feed this one in. Reinach feeds, and it's a solid scrum by the Springboks this time round. And back it comes now to Dialendi. Gets a long pass out to Manny Libok, who puts it on a boot again. And he will find touch. Oh, well, it's Damien Willems who got it away. Just up over halfway. So line out to France on the near side of the field. About 5 meters inside the French half. Right, so France to throw this one in. Malvaka with the throw into this line out. Here comes Malvaka now to the front to Waki, and they set up the driving maul. They're looking very good at maul time as this French side, as Malvaka caught behind the advantage line there. Now DuPont waiting for it, right on the near side touchline. Just over halfway now, carried up by Dante. Well, can't say carried up, pushed back by Dante, and Kitsov is going to concede the penalty there. Coming in from the side was Kitsov, and it's vital that the discipline is spot on today. Te min gedrink, broer, dis wat dit is. Maar nou ja, they are going to have a shot at goal here. It's Thomas Ramos now, just about 5 meters inside the half of the Springboks, 10 meters out from the near side touchline. So give or take about a 50-meter kick, 55-meter kick coming up for Thomas Ramos. A difficult kick, this one it will be. 15 minutes played in this game. And France now looking to take back the lead in this game. Thomas Ramos, such a good goal kicker. It's about 51 meters, but they don't say the angle of it. So here comes Ramos now with the kick attempt here for France. And he struck it gold here for them as well. That one is going to go, well, it's not going to go over. And Willems will have to clear this from the in-goal area. Not going to find touch. And here's trouble now for South Africa. DuPont just gets it out to Cameron Waki. Just between the 22 and the 10-meter line of South Africa. It's again DuPont with a little kick over the top. And it's Kobus Reinach who's back for it. He's going to get it back now to Manny Libok. Manny Libok trying to run this out. This is trouble for the Springboks. It goes to ground quickly. Ball gets secured by the Springboks now in the middle of the field. About 10 meters out from their own try line. It's Malherbe who takes it up again. South Africa, oh, they've knocked it on, and here's more trouble. That's going to be a penalty to the Springboks. A penalty to the box there. And South Africa playing very, very risky rugby inside their own 22. Geez, luck. Stoppage in time there for an injury to one of the French players at the moment. It's Jonathan Dante who has stayed down, and now the kick downfield from the box are going to find touch roundabout on the halfway line. Springboks need to stay patient here. Andre says your co-host needs cough syrup. Absolutely. I agree with you on that one. I did tell him to take a little bit of warm water, but we'll see how it goes from here on. Bonambi with a throw into the back to Peter Step to Dwayne now. Dwayne Vermeulen gets it out to Libok, and now it's Kurtie Arendse looking for a half cap, nearly gets it. Up to the 10-meter line goes Jesse Krill now. South Africa going to ground just 10 meters over the French half now. Manny Libok again going with a high up and under. And it's going to be collected by Dialende now. Dialende could go all the way here. Dialende now just 5 meters out from the try line. A pick up and go from the try now. Quick ball needed. It's Dialende again, and there's the try for the Springboks. Damian Dialende in for the second try for the Springboks here. Springboks 12, France 7, with a conversion to come. Well, it was the up and under from Libok, and it seems like France are struggling under the high ball at the moment. This is going to be the second try, courtesy of a missed high kick from France. They could say that there might have been a knock-on from the Springboks there, but it looked backwards, and then from there, it was Waki who couldn't collect it. Dialende grabbed it and nearly went straight through there and just got to ground 5 meters out from the try line. Then they got it again, and then it got out to him, and he gets another try. It's Dialende. Brilliant stuff from the box. Well. Franjo sê my Jack Russell blaf vir my as ek opgewonde raak. Libok is going to try this conversion now. And a difficult kick coming up for him again. It's about 10 meters out from the right-hand touchline. And that one is going to go well wide to the right. So a misconversion from Manny Libok. Definitely not something that we need. We need to get all the points we can. Right, so 12 points to 7, South Africa lead. And with that, we're going to go over to Afrikaans commentary as well now for the next 20 minutes. So, yeah, let's enjoy the next 20 minutes. Bal wat afgeskop word daar deur Frankryk, ingeneem deur Dwayne Vermeulen, binnekant die 22 van Suid-Afrika, daar in die middel van die veld. Kobus Reinagh wat wag vir hom. 12 punte teenoor 7 loop Suid-Afrika voor. Reinagh daar terug na Libok toe, sit hom weer hoog in die lug op. Suid-Afrika wat agterna jaag, Charlie Bear wat hom op op die 10 meter stippellyn van Suid-Afrika. Word grond toe gebring so 5 meter van die oorkant se kantlyn af. Dante kry my daar na Cameron Waki toe. Waki word grond toe gebring deur Etzebeth en Steven Kitshoff. Nou Dupont uit na Cyril Baai. Cyril Baai wat het maak tot op die 10 meter stippellyn van Suid-Afrika vorentoe weer eens daar deur Olivon. Nou Dupont kry my daar na Charlie Bear. Hier's probleme vir Suid-Afrika. Olivon wat vorentoe beer op tot 322 meter lyn. Nou Dupont terug daar na Mavaka toe. Charlie Bear flat aangee daarso en was die bal aangeslaan. Nee, sê die skeieregter speel aan Dante. Dante wat reguit maak tot op die 22 van Suid-Afrika. Vinnige bal weer Charlie Bear. Charlie Bear kry my daarso na Ramos. Binne toe gesny deur Damian Penou na Dupont toe. Dupont word grond toe gebring so 10 meter van die doellyn af. Nou sit weer eens Frankryk op die aanval. So 10 meter van die doellyn af. Opgepik deur Gregory Aldred. Bal wat uit is, sekerlik die bal wat uit is. Sia Kolisi wat amper daai bal wen vir die Bokke. Maar die bal wat gaan terugkom vir Frankryk so 10 meter van die doellyn af. So 5 meter van die hoofpaviljoen se kantlyn af, maar Waka dan wat vorentoe gaan. Etzebeth wat amper daai bal op die grond steel weer eens. Nou sit Dante wat vorentoe beer. Bal wat gewen gaan word deur die Bokke sekerlik nie, is 'n strafskop. En vinnig getakteer Dupont kry die bal uit na Mavaka toe. Wat oorduik in die hoekie daarso vir Frankryk. Dupont wat die Bokke aan die slaap vang en is Mavaka wat Frankryk se tweede 3 druk met 'n skop om te kom. Wel. Hier kom 'n ding. Mawaka oor in die hoekie daar vir Frankryk. Dupont wat die bokke aan die slaap vang. En Suid-Afrika wat hulle tweede 3 afstaan in hierdie wedstryd. Mawaka in die hoekie daarso vir Frankryk. En 'n skop om te kom. Kom ons kyk wat gaan Thomas Ramos doen met hierdie skoppale toe. Craig says, don't stress, we got this. Ramos van die regterkant se hoekie af, net so buitekant die 22 wat paale toe korrel. Rudy Venter sê, lyk my jy moet in Engels bly. Al gewoonlik is dit good luck vir die bokke as ons Afrikaans toe gaan. Maar kom ons kyk maar hoe gaan dit uitdraai. Ramos wat gaan aanlê paale toe. Oh, pragtig gedoen deur Cheslin Kolbe wat daai bal afkeer en Ramos se skop wat nie suksesvol gaan wees nie. Gaan hy tel. Ja, fantastiese afkeer daar van Cheslin Kolbe af. Briljant. Dis mos hoe jy dit doen. 12 punte teenoor elk. 17 minute se speeltyd oor hier in die eerste helfte. Manny Libbok wat gaan afskop en die bal wat gejaag word daarso deur die bokke, baie mooi gevat deur Charles Olivon. En Frankryk wat nou besit het hierso in die middel van die veld tussen die 22 en die 10 binnekant hulle eie gebied. Dupont wat wag vir hom. Gaan hy hom terugkry? Hy wag vir hom, hy sit vir hom met 'n skoppie daar oor die kop. Bal wat ingewag word daar deur Damian Willemse. Nee, Manny Libbok. Manny Libbok wat die bal uitkry daarna Jesse Kriel toe. Word grond toe gebring so tussen die halflyn en die 10 meter lyn van Frankryk nou. Hier kom die Aleni kry die aangee uit daarna Bonambi net oor die halflyn. Reinagh weer daarna Willemse toe wat omhoog in die lug sit. Die bal wat agterna gesit word en die bal wat aangeslaan gaan word deur Frankryk, maar die skeieregter wat sy speel aan en die bokke wat gaan moet terughardloop vir die en Damian Willemse so 10 meter van sy eie doellyn af met die bal wegskop en hy gaan die kantlyn vind so op die 10 meter stippellyn binnekant hulle eie gebied. Dat het gelyk asof Frankryk daai bal aangeslaan het. Maar die skeieregter wat sê dat was nie die geval nie. 12 punte teenoor elk hierso. 'n Lyn staan vir Frankryk op die 10 meter stippellyn binnekant die gebied van Suid-Afrika aan die oorkant van die kant. Mawaka wat die bal gaan ingooi hierso. Mawaka gaan agterlangs die bokke wat so byna daai bal steel daarso en kom ons kyk wie kry dit. Is Frankryk wat die bal het. Nou Cyril Baai wat hom optel. Hy gaan vorentoe gaan. Suid-Afrika wat daai bal hard probeer steel daarso. Hulle werk steel kant hierso. Is Gregory Aldred so 5 meter van die oorkantse kantlyn af op die 10 meter stippellyn van die bokke. Antonio wat vorentoe beheer vir Frankryk. Nou Dupont wat 'n bietjie aan die slaap gevang word. Bokke wat die bal steel. Hier's moeilikheid vir Frankryk. Hier kom Suid-Afrika, Jesse Kriel wat vorentoe skop vir Kolbe. Hier kom hy. Dis nog een van die bokke. Nog 'n 3 vir die bokke. En is Cheslin Kolbe wat hom kan druk. Pragtige skoppie daar deur Jesse Kriel. En hy sit vir Cheslin Kolbe in die gaping. 17 punte teenoor 12 met die skop om te kom. Derde 3 vir die Springbokke. Wel. Bal wat lospad, bokke wat hom afneem. Dan Jesse Kriel wat die klein gapentjie sien daar vir Cheslin Kolbe. Sit hom op die voet. Cheslin Kolbe wat hom vang en hy hardloop dwarsteer vir die 3. Pragtige spel deur die bokke. Baie goed gelees deur Jesse Kriel. Ek het gesê die bokke is 'n bietjie meer is 'n bietjie ligter as die Franse in die agterlyn en dit wys hierso met die spoed wat hier gehandhaaf word deur die bokke. 17 punte teenoor 12. Met so 13 minute se speeltyd oor hier in die eerste helfte. Wat is dit nou? Gaan hulle op om iets te gaan kyk? nie 100% seker daar waarvoor ons wag nie, maar met daai gaan ek 'n longbreek vat en net so 'n bietjie verdwyn daar van die skerm af. Kom ons kyk wat maak Manny Libbok met hierdie ene. 17 punte teenoor 12. Manny Libbok wat nou gaan paal toe aan lê met hierdie ene. En kom ons kyk wat maak hy met hierdie ene. En hy gaan vir hom middel deur die paal sit. 19 punte teenoor 12. 19 punte teenoor 12 op die oomblik vir die Bokke. 19 punte teenoor 12. Die Bokke voor hierso teen Frankryk na 27 minute se speeltyd. Die afskop van Frankryk daarso. Baie mooi gevat daar deur Franco Mostert van die afskop af binnekant die 22 van die Bokke in die middel van die veld. Reinagh wat gaan wag vir hom om uit te kom. Gaan met die skop daar oor die kop. Nie 'n baie goeie skop deur Reinagh nie. En tog Frankryk wat lyk my nie die bal soek vandag nie. En hy kry hom tog wel terug op die 10 meter stippellyn binnekant die Bokke se gebied nou. Antonio wat vorentoe gaan. Word teruggetackle daar deur Suid-Afrika. Hulle werkie stel kan net Steven Penou wat in 'n gapetjie ingaan, sit die skoppie oor die kop. Die bons van die bal in die hande van Kobus Reinagh gelukkig. Maar Frankryk wat baie vinnig oor daai bal gaan. Wie gaan hom terugkry? Gaan die Bokke hom kry? Ja, hulle kry hom. 5 meter van hulle eie doellyn af is die Springbokke nou. So op die hoofpaviljoen se kantlyn hierso. Cheslin Colby nou op skram skakel. Kry hom uit daarso. Na Bonambi toe. Hierens wag Suid-Afrika vir hom 5 meter van hulle eie doellyn af. Kobus Reinagh wat wag vir hom. Hy sal met Peter skop. Kry hom uit na Manny Libbok toe. Sit hom op die skoen. En hy gaan uit so op die 22 meter lyn wees. Lyn staan vir Frankryk op die 22 meter lyn binnekant Suid-Afrika se gebied. Aan die hoofpaviljoen kant van die veld. 10 minute se speeltyd oor hier in die eerste helfte. Lyn staan geneem deur Wokkie. Nou Dupont wat hom kry. Uit daarna Dante wat reguit maak. Goeie verdediging deur die Bokke daarso. Dupont weer eens na Antonio. Hulle vorm 'n rolmaal beweging daarso. En kom ons kyk wat kan hulle maak met hierdie ene. Etzebeth wat die bal dis rap daarso. Maar Dupont wat hom uitkry, sit nog 'n skoppie vorentoe. Cheslin Colby wat in die hoekie ingaan. En dit gaan 'n lyn staan vir Frankryk wees 5 meter van die Bokke se doellyn af. Dupont wat uitstekend doen met daai klein skoppies langs die kant en op die oomblik die Bokke wat geen antwoord het daarvoor nie. Onderdruk is die Bokke en 'n lyn staan 5 meter uit van die Bokke se doellyn vir die Franse nou. Malwaka wat hom gaan ingooi hier aan die hoof paviljoen kant van die veld. Malwaka weer, hy gooi 'n klein dummy daar, maar word grond toe gebring deur Kolisi. 5 meter van die doellyn af. Dante nou. Dante wat vorentoe beer. Weer eens Frankryk wat kom. Hulle het hom. Nee, hulle het hom nie. Bal wat opgehou word deur die Bokke. En daar is die 3 vir Frankryk nou. Frankryk wat die 3 kry as hulle oor die doellyn gaan. En dit lyk soos Chelonk wat gaan druk het vir die Franse. 19 punte teenoor 17 met 2 punte om te kom. Ja, hulle Cyril Baai wat weer gaan druk het. Die laaskopstit, sy tweede 3 van die aand. Tweede 3 vir die Franse stit hierso. En Frankryk wat met mening terugveg hierso. Kom ons kyk net daar, het gelyk asof die Bokke hulle opgehou het. En kan nie regtig die plasing van die bal daar sien nie. Maar die skynsregter wat gesê het, hy het gesien. So Frankryk wat terugslaan hier in hierdie kwartfinale is 19 punte teenoor 17 met die 2 punte om te kom. Bongi Bonambi wat bietjie mediese hulp ontvang daarso. Ramos wat nou gaan aanlê pale toe en hy sit vir hom middel deur die pale. Dis 19 elk hierso. 19 elk, 3-3 elk sover in die eerste 32 minute van hierdie wedstryd. 6-3 sover. 3 deur die Bokke, 3 deur die Franse. Dis 'n helse wedstryd. 19 elk, niks wat die twee spanne skei op die oomblik nie. 8 minute se speeltyd oor hier in die eerste helfte. Wie gaan hierdie ene vat? Albei spanne wat baie goed lyk, maar daai skoppies van Dupont sal die Bokke moet iets voorvind. Bal wat afgeskop word en Ramos wat hom gaan veld afskop, 'n baie goeie skop daar deur Ramos. Cheslin Colby wat hom kry net buitekant die 22 nou. Hy hardloop vir hom op tot op die halflyn. Is Cheslin Colby amper daar deur 'n gaping ook. Nou Kobus Reinagh terug na Kitshoff. Kitshoff sit hom op daar net so 5 meter binnekant ons eie gebied. Libbok wat hom hoog skop in die lug. Bokke wat agterna jaag en pragtig gevat deur Pieter Stefte 2 op die 10 meter lyn van Frankryk. Hier kom Kitshoff weer, sit hom op die 10 meter stippellyn. Reinagh wat wag vir hom. Bal wat gaan uitspaat en is Libbok wat 'n skoppie deursit, maar hy slaan hom ongelukkig aan. En as die Franse wat nou die bal het hier op hulle eie 22 meter lyn. Dupont nou word grond toe gebeur daarso en Etzebeth wat die bal steel, maar hulle gaan terugkom vir die aanslaan van Libbok af. Was Kobus Reinagh wat bietjie stadig die bal daar uitgebring het. Hy word grond toe gebring, die bal skiet los. Libbok sit 'n klein skoppie vorentoe in 'n gaping in, maar slaan die bal aan en ons kom terug vir daai aanslaan. Ongelukkig kyk net op net voordat hy die bal kry. Anders was daar moeilikheid vir Frankryk. Is 'n skram hierso vir die Franse nou. Cheslin Colby, wat 'n aanslag van hom sover in hierdie wedstryd. Kom amper dwars deur 'n gaping daarso. Maar nou ja, skram vir Frankryk so net buitekant hulle eie 22. So tussen die 22 en die 10 meter stippellyn. Binnekant hulle eie gebied in die middel van die veld. Daai Dupont wat hom gaan ingooi hierso vir Frankryk. Hulle gaan grond toe, maar die skeieregter wat die skram weer eens vir Frankryk gaan gee. 5 minute se speeltyd oor in hierdie eerste helfte. En die Bokke en die Franse wat albei 3-3 gedruk het sover. Frankryk wat bietjie sukkel onder die hoë bal op die oomblik en die Bokke wat sukkel om Dupont in toom te hou met sy klein skoppies oor die kop. Sit die Bokke gedurig onder druk met daai skoppies terwyl die Bokke die Franse onder druk sit. Hulle kan nog steeds kop, maar skop net 'n bietjie verder en jaag die bal vorentoe. Kom ons kyk wat maak Dupont nou. Weereens word die skram ontbind daar deur die skeieregter en ons gaan nou vir die derde keer sak. 19 punte teenoor elk. 4,5 minute se speeltyd oor in hierdie eerste helfte. 2-3 deur Cyril Baai, 1 deur Malvaka, 'n 3 deur Kirky Arendse, Cheslin Colby en wie die ander 3 gaan druk nou weer. En Damien Dialendi vir die Bokke. So agterlangs die Bokke, voorlangs die Franse. Right, ons draai weer die derde skram nou wat gereset word deur die skeieregter, Dupont wat hom gaan ingooi. En weer eens die skram wat sak en Dupont wat hom gaan moet uitkry onder druk daarvan Reinagh. Jolly Bear kry die bal uit daarna. Louis Berelli, hy skop hom veld af en binne in die hande van Willemse nou wat die merkie maak daarso. En wel, dis 'n snaakse beslissing van die Bokke hierso. Die vryskop is gemaak en 'n skram wat gevorm word deur die bokke hierso binnekant hulle eie 22. Nie seker waaroor dit gaan nie, maar dit moet natuurlik weer 'n meesterklas van Rassie Erasmus wees. Bokke wat vir 'n skram gaan hier binnekant hulle eie 22. Na die vryskop gevang is deur Damian Willems se 5 meter van die oorkant se kantlyn af. Dis die eerste keer wat ek so iets sien. Nog nooit het ek dit in my lewe gesien nie. 'n Skram aan die bokke binne hulle eie 22, 5 meter binnekant hulle eie 22, 5 meter van die oorkant se kantlyn af. Damian Willems wat die merk maak en dadelik roep vir 'n skram. Kom ons kyk wat gaan gebeur van hier af. As dit werk het, as dit nie werk nie, is dit nie 'n major, wel, kom ons sê 'n major flop. As dit nie werk nie. Kobus Reinagh wat hierdie bal gaan ingooi. En hier kom die skram van die bokke. Dit werk vir hulle. Strafskop voordeel vir die bokke nou. 'n Klein tikskoppie oor die kop word gejaag deur Jesse Kriel. Maar ongelukkig gly hy en hy kry nie hy bal nie. Maar die skeieregter wat hulle terugroep vir die strafskop. So die bokke wat definitief glo in hulle skram op die oomblik. Wen 'n strafskop van daai skram af en nou kan hulle hom veld afskop. Wel, is die coach wat weer met sy liggie speel daarbo, sy is entertainment Soros. Manny Libok wat hierdie bal gaan veld afskop vir die bokke nou. En Wenveld tot op die halflyn. Wow, die bal wat nie uit is nie. Volgens die lynregter daar sou hy klaar sy vlag opgehad en toe nou nie. Maar Kobus Reinagh wat die bal wegkry en die Franse wat nou die lyn staan gaan hê op die 10 meter stippellyn binnekant die bokke se gebied. Nie 100% seker daar, nee man. Dit kan nie wel wees nie. Jy kan nie van buitekant die lyn af wil spring binne toe en sê dit is nie uit nie. Maar nou ja. Karen Boland wat ook 'n member op die kanaal word. Baie dankie Karen, waardeer die ondersteuning. Lyn staan wat geneem word daar deur Frankryk nou en Dante wat vorentoe beer word grond toe vermorsel daar deur die bokke. Dupont uit daarna Antoni wat so amper maak tot op die 10 meter lyn van die bokke. En hier kom 'n strafskop voordeel vir Frankryk nou. Mawaka, Dante uit na Jalibert en Jalibert wat op die halflyn grond toe gebring gaan word. Dis Justin Calvi die bal vat, maar ons kom terug vir die strafskop aan Frankryk. Kitsel wat hele paar strafskoppe afstaan vandag. En nog ene teen Kitsel daar. Ek dink is die derde strafskop teen Kitsel op die breakdown. En met 30 sekondes oor in hierdie eerste helfte. Tyd wat gestop word daar deur die skeieregter. Ag nee man, kom aan, Kitsel was op sy voete daarso. En die strafskop moes die kant van die bokke gegaan het daarso. Sekerlik. Maar nou ja. Kans vir Frankryk om die voortou te neem net hier voor halftyd. En dis oomblikke soos die wat baie belangrik is. 19 elk hier op die oomblik. Ek is nie seker of daar die regte besluit was van die skeieregter. Hulle gaan op, wag, hier kom moeilikheid ook nog. Hier kom nog moeilikheid ook vir die bokke. Hulle gaan nou gaan kyk vir vuilspel daar deur die bokke. Ebenetsebet mag dalk in die moeilikheid wees hierso. Is nie seker waarvoor dit was nie, maar kom ons kyk gou. Kop teen kop. Kom ons kyk net gou weer eens daarna. Nee, dit lyk meer asof hy die skouer, asof Etsebet se kop die skouer van Antonio getref het. Maar nou ja, dis 'n moeilike besluit wat kom. Was daar 'n skrapie kontak van Etsebet se kop aan Antonio? Is dit 'n geel kaart vir Etsebet? Etsebet wat definitief tweede afgekom het van daai tackle af. En Ja, hy gaan 'n geel kaart kry. Hier kom moeilikheid. Kom ons hoor wat sê die skynsregter hierso. Ek is nie seker nie. Ja, is 'n geel kaart vir Ebenetsebet met 'n banker decision wat gaan kom. Ai tog. Dis die laaste ding wat die Bokke nou nodig gehad het. Ons het so gespog oor geen kaarte voor die uitklopronde nie. En Etsebet wat nou 'n geel kaart kry met 'n moontlike rooi kaart wat dalk nog gaan kom. Sien ons verlede jaar weer van voor af herhaal. Toe Pieter Steff die tweede rooi kaart gekry het in die wedstryd teen Frankryk. Tyd is byna verstreke hier in die eerste helfte. So die Bokke gaan met 14 man speel vir die eerste 10 minute van die tweede helfte met 'n moontlikheid dat hy kan wegwees vir die res van die wedstryd. Ramos wat nou gaan aanlê palle toe en ja, hy sit van middel deur die palle die keer en Frankryk wat gaan voorloop in halftyd 22 punte teenoor 19. Suid-Afrika wat hulle dissipline hier op die laaste hulle in die steek laat en ja, Frankryk wat voorloop halftyd 22 punte teenoor 19. We are going to take a short break here, guys, and when we do come back, we will do the second half of this game. Springboks looking really good. France are looking really good. There's nothing separating them. Let's hope that the yellow card is going to stay a yellow card and not possibly ruin what has been an epic battle between the two sides. But yeah, we are going to take that quick break, and when we do come back, we will be doing the second half of the game. So don't go anywhere.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing. Won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. They don't wanna see me care. Anytime I make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared. I walk a straight path, not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more time. I live for the fight and the climb, and I think that the pain that's deep inside is what defines. So I won't give up, I'm gonna make it to the top. I don't care what's in my way, I swear I'm never gonna stop. I could fall flat on my face and I swear I will get back up, cause I don't deserve a thing and the road ahead is tough. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill fear and with doubt, they're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless.
I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Oh, yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh, yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive, and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, oh yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get.
Right, guys, we are back here for the second half of this game. We're doing the Springboks and France. It's France leading at halftime by 22 points to 19 in what has been an absolutely brilliant encounter between the two sides. And yeah, what can I say at the moment? It's been frantic, it's been quick, and it's been really great so far in this one. And yeah, we're going to have to wait and see what's going to happen here in the second half. But one thing that I can say, as good as we have played with this expansive running rugby game that we've played so far in this first half, I do feel that we need to slow this game down because we are currently playing into the hands of the French with this very quick and expansive game. We need to slow this down, work with our forwards a little bit more, bring on Andre Pollard and Faf de Klerk, and go back to the basics of the kick and chase. It might not be pretty, but I think that is what's going to win us this game today. We, as soon as possible, need to get Faf and Pollard onto the field for those high kicks. Chase them down. That's where the French have been lacking in this first half. They've not been good under the high ball, and I think that's where we need to expose them here in the second half. We do have another nervous 10 minutes to come with Jevon Etzebeth getting that yellow card and getting the bunker decision for a red. So yeah, it's gonna be really tough. Let's go through the team lineup just to see how they've performed so far. Damian Willems have been solid at the back. I must say, one thing that has happened so far is Anton Dupont with his little box kicks have been hurting the Springboks, pushing us back and putting us under pressure. But I must say that Willems, Arends and Colby, along with Reinach, has done really well to try and neutralize that. But in the end, it does put France on the front foot, and that's how the forwards have scored their tries up until now. So best advice I can give from my side, from what I've seen, is slow it down, go back to the basic kick and chase game, and we might just pull this one through. I know it might not be as attractive as this expansive game, but at the moment, they are definitely beating us in our own game, trying to play this expansive game. Guys like Kurtley Arends and Cheslin Colby has been great on the wings, especially Cheslin Colby, who's done exceptionally well in that first half. He's had a couple of really great runs. His cover defense have been brilliant, and his chasing for the high kick has been awesome. Jesse Krill and Damien Dialendi has been really strong in the midfield so far, with Jesse Krill doing really well in that number 13 jersey today. Set up one try for Cheslin Colby and really setting things alight so far in the air as well. Dialendi, a great try from him as well. And yeah, Manny Libok and Kobus Reinach also playing really well, except for the part where Kobus Reinach, when he kicks, his kicks are too flat. I don't know how to explain this, but he doesn't get enough air on it, and it doesn't get enough, there's not enough speed on the ball for the Springboks to chase up on it. It's either they come in late or too early, and we don't get a lot of distance on those kicks. And that's where I feel that Faf de Klerk will be an exceptional replacement. Nothing against Manny Libok so far. He's done a really good job, but we need Andre Pollard there with the experience with those high kicks as well to bring the Springbok side alight. Dwayne Peter, Stefan Sia playing really well at the moment for the Boks, playing their hearts out defensively, doing really great. Franco Mostert and Jurgen strong as always. And then Frans Bongi and Steven also having a really good game, except for Steven Kutzhoff, who's given away about 3 penalties at the breakdown area, needing to maybe read Ben O'Keefe a little bit better if he wants to go for that steals on the ground. Both teams are now back onto the field, and yeah, let's see how things are going to go out in the second half. It's going to be a tough one, and Ben O'Keefe now talking to Sia Khaleesi, so let's hope it's not about a red card for Jurgen maybe, but he is currently talking to Sia Khaleesi, and hopefully that's only going to mean it's only a yellow card. Yeah, it's only going to be a yellow card in for Jurgen, so that's the good news coming from the South African side. So high degree of danger, mitigating factor applied, and it's only going to be a yellow card for Jurgen. So Jurgen will be coming back after his 10 minutes in the bin, and hopefully we can have him back and doing some damage to this French side. We are going to get ready for the second half, Charlie Bear, to get us underway here in the second half. As he goes with the kickoff, it's a high-hanging kickoff, well taken by Franco Mostert. He sets that one up just inside the 22. Kobus Reinach now waiting, gets it out to Manny Libbok, who goes high up into the air. The chase now coming from South Africa, but well taken there by Carl Fico on the 10-meter line of the Springboks. Now DuPont waiting, Gregory Aldred sets it up on a 10-meter line in the middle of the field. DuPont again now, back it comes to Jolly Bear. His kick has been charged down. Did he knock that ball on? Yes, he did. And it's going to be a scrum down to the box on the 10-meter line inside Springboks half, right in the middle of the field. Second half just starting. And chance now for the Springboks to hit back in this game. 8 minutes left on that yellow card for Jurgen. Can we hit back in this one? We're trailing by 3 points at the moment. Slow this game down and play to our strengths. We've tried the first half to run this French side off their feet, and they've countered really, really well. So South Africa now need to go back to what they know they're good at. Kobus Reinach will feed this one in on the 10-meter line inside the Springboks half in the middle of the field now. Solid, strong scrum from both sides as Reinach will have to get this one out. Tries to work the short side. Caught under pressure now, and Cheslin Colby from just outside his own 22 having to kick this one downfield. It's a great kick from Colby. One bounce and into touch. Roundabout between the 10 and the 22 of France. A brilliant recovery kick from Cheslin Colby there. 7 minutes left on that yellow card for Etzebeth. And can South Africa now play down this French side that has looked really, really, really good so far? The throw in taken by Olivon now. DuPont under pressure but gets past Kobus Reinach, gets him on the second account. And now it's Willemse in possession for the Springboks, runs it up to the halfway line. He's going to need support though. And the ball has been turned over by France at the breakdown. Trouble now for South Africa as Olivon gets the ball away to Malvaka. Out to Thomas Ramos. Up to the 22-meter line they go. And France now got it here. They move it quickly. Jolly Bear gets it out. Carl Fico. Over the 22 they go now. 15 meters away from the try line. On the far side of the field, Olivon. Jolly Bear. Jolly Bear gets it out now to Dante. Dante drives to about 10 meters out from the try line. Now DuPont waiting for it. Goes to the pass. Wow, it's been knocked on by France. And Damien Penaud has knocked it on between the 10 and the 22 in the middle of the field inside Springboks territory. Thomas Ramos, Craig. Well, France hitting back with a massive counter-attack there. And Damian Pinot just knocking that ball on. Juliet Hinman has given a $10 New Zealand donation super sticker. Thank you, Juliet Hinman. Really appreciate the support. Shafika says, go Booker, we got you back. Scrum down to the Springboks now. And Kobus Reinach will feed this one in the middle of the field, between the 22 and the 10, inside their own half. Big scrum from France now, but the ball is going to come back South African side, and it's Willems who's going to kick this downfield, looking for space in behind, and gets a beautiful kick away to roundabout between the 10 and the halfway line of France. Those kicks are working out the gem at the moment for the Springboks. And here comes the replacements now. Faf de Klerk onto the field. Let's see who else. Ergies Snyman as well. There must be another one. I saw a couple of players warming up there. But Ergies Snyman now and Handré Pollard along with Faf de Klerk on the field. So imagine we're going back to basics now. Right, the line out taken by France now. Mavaka nearly getting to that ball and almost up to the halfway line they go. Now to Pont working the blind side. He's away. He's going to go with a little kick over the top. And it's Damian Willems who recovers beautifully for the Springboks about 10 meters out from their own try line. And it looks like it might be stolen by France as well now on the ground. South Africa under pressure now. As Antonio gets it going for France now. Chalok pick up and go from him. Dupont waiting. Good defense from the Springboks again. As the ball spills out the back. Dante brought to ground here by the Springboks now. Just outside the 22. It's a penalty to the Springboks. And Faf de Klerk will have to watch himself. He pointed out something to the referee and Dupont went with that little snipe. So he needs to be wakey here. South Africa still down to 14 men, remember. And now, let's see what's going to happen. South Africa gets the line out on the 10-meter line of France on the far side of the field. 6.5 minutes gone. It's Dion Fourie also coming onto the field for Bonambi. Or is it for Bonambi? I know it's not for Bonambi. It is going to be for Kolisi, who's going to leave the field now. Or is it? Yeah, it looks like Kolisi leaving the field here for the Springboks. So Dion Fourie now onto the field. Bongi Bonambi with a throw in. Oh, the line out stolen here by France. But it does come back to the Springbok side though. And Faf de Klerk now waiting for this one. He's going to get it out to Kitshoff. Slow the game down, Springbok. Slow the game down. De Klerk waiting for it. Gets it. Oh no, it's been knocked on by South Africa. And Peter Steph de Toey has knocked that ball on. Between the halfway and the 10-meter line of France now. Graham Taylor says the Greek Guru South Africa need to slow the game down, play for territory, especially with the yellow card, crying out a win. It doesn't need to be pretty. So lineout was stolen there by France, and then somehow Bonambi managed to get that ball back, and then he knocked it backwards, and it spilled out again. But a scrum down to France now, between the 10 and the halfway line, inside their own half. About 10 meters from the near side of the field. It's about still having 2 minutes left on that yellow card. Dupont will feed this one in for France now. 3 points separating the two teams at the moment. Here comes DuPont with the feet now. Big scrum from the box trying to disrupt them. And DuPont gets it out now. Charlie Bear into a little gap. Gets it away to Oliver. Now Dante brought to ground now between the 10 and the 22 of the box. It's quick ball needed for France now as they make it to the far side of the field. Brought to ground now. Oh, it's been stolen by the Springboks. Dion Ferré has done brilliantly there. Now Faf de Klerk waiting for it. Comes back to Willemse, who puts it on the boot. And that's not going to find touch now. Here comes France again through Jalibert. Jalibert past Damien Willemse. Up to the 10-meter line. Quick pick up and go from Geelong. Between the 10 and the 22 of South Africa in the middle of the field. It's DuPont waiting for it now. Jalibert again. Out to Damian Penaud. Penaud out to Malvaka. Malvaka back on the inside to Penaud. Run on the 22-meter line of South Africa. Stolen that ball. No, it's going to come back to the French side now. Settled by Jalibert again. Jalibert pop pass to Geelong. Over the 22 they go. Ball spills out the back though. And South Africa do have possession now. 10 meters out from their own try line. South Africa just living off surviving at the moment. Comes back to Andre Pollard who puts it on the boot. And finds touch between the 10 and the 22 of the Springboks on the far side of the field. Well, South African defense really not up to scratch at the moment. In certain areas of the field, they're getting exposed at the moment. Here comes Etzebeth back onto the field and not at a better time now. South Africa back to full complements. So we are going to have an injury break now to one of the Springbok players. It's Frans Malherbe receiving some attention at the moment. So 22 points to 19 it is. And Evan is back onto the field. Billy still needing to come onto the field for the Boks as well. I think, well, who still have to come for the Springboks? We've had Dion Fourie, so Oxnashire, Vincent Kok, Kwagga Smith, and Billy Leroux still to come for the Springboks. Right, so time is back on now. It's going to be a line out to France. Between the 22 and the 10 of South Africa. France now bringing on their replacements as well. Reda Wardi onto the field for Cyril Bay, 2-try scorer today. And Tama Fiona on for Flamme as well. Malvaka with the throw in here. And it's well taken by Cameron Wacky now as France gets the driving ball going again. Can South Africa counter this more? Yes, they can. DuPont will have to get it out now. Gets it out to Galfico. Galfico not making any ground though. Now DuPont waits again. South Africa's ripped that ball out, but still comes back the side of Tamafiona. Now it's Gregory Aldred. Gregory Aldred up to the 22. He goes. Now DuPont waiting for it. DuPont. Slow ball for France now as it comes back to Geelong. Pick up and go now. There's numbers to the right here for France. On the near side of the field, will it come back to Pont now? Back to Geelong, tackled by Etzebeth. 5 meters inside the 22 of South Africa. Here they come again. It's Reda Wardi who gets the drive on for France. 10 meters out from the try line now is France. DuPont, or was that ball slapped down by a Springbok player? This could be trouble. Now it's just a knock-on, says the referee. Just a knock-on. Scrum down to France. 10 meters out from the Springboks try line. South Africa just living by the scraps at the moment. Real pressure on the Springboks at the moment. Gonna have to stop and rewind that clock. Here comes Willie Leroux, Kwagga Smith, Oxnashire. Is Vincent Cox still to come onto the field for the Springboks? Willie Leroux onto the field now in the place of Damian Willemse. And now it's time for the experience. Yeah, it's Kitshoff again who's made the mistake there. And lucky not to give away a penalty there on that one. But yeah, so far, no score here in the second half. Will we see Dwayne Vermeulen has left the field for Kwagga Smith. So almost the whole team, just Vincent Cox still to come. It's a scrum down to France. 10 meters out from the Springbok try line. And Geelong now leaving the field for Cross. Also onto the field for France now. Right, so it's big moment time now. 3 points separating the two teams. 30 minutes to go in this second half. One feels if France have to score from here, it could be trouble. But either way now, it is going to be a scrum down to France. 10 meters out from the try line. Can the Springboks defense hold? Right in the middle of the field. 10 meters out from the box try line. Dupont will feed this one in for France. And I must say, Dupont haven't held back at all like a 40 would. Let us see what's going to happen. 11 minutes gone here in the second half. Yeah, I think it's time for a long break. Let's do that. It's 29 minutes to go. That scrum is going to go up again or down again, and we're going to have a reset once again. Big scrum needed from Oxnashire now. He's not Superman, but he can definitely make a difference. Let's see, Kitshoff been replaced, and Kitshoff having one of his weaker games today in a Springbok jersey. Right, Dupont to feed this one for France. Right, big scrum. Oh, it's going to be is it going to be a penalty advantage here for France? Yes, it is. So here comes the French again. Jalibert throwing a little dummy kick there, but well read by the Springboks though. And Dupont now back. It comes Antoni Benno. Oh, was that ball knocked on by Malvaka? No, says the referee. Play on. France going backwards at the moment though. And 5 meters outside of the 22. Oxnashire wins that ball, but they're going to come back for the penalty to France. A penalty to France. 5 meters inside the 22 of the Springboks, about 10 meters out from the near side touchline. And Thomas Ramos probably will have another shot at goal here. So hopefully, let's see what they decide to do. They are going to have a shot at goal, I think. Just wait, the referee getting a call now from the TMO. So, yeah, they are going to have a shot at goal. So that's fine. 13 minutes gone here in the second half. And a chance for Ramos to extend the lead here for France to 6 points. 22 points to 19. Eric Davison says Bokpak is lighter now, but I'd say it's stronger. Greg Kukumur says Ramos who? Thomas Ramos. Right, so here comes the kick attempt now from Ramos. And he's going to put it straight through the middle. And France now up to 26 points to 19. Oh, sorry, 25 points to 19. 25 points to 19 it is. It's a 6-point game as France lead here. The restart taken by France. Aldred, about 10, 15 meters out from his own try line, has brought that ball down for France. Now Dupont waiting for it, as he's going to go with a box kick over the top now. The chase coming from them, but it's going to find touch, and all the way up to the halfway line they go. Great kick from Anton Dupont. Line out taken quickly by South Africa, but it's scrappy off the back. Faf de Klerk having to get that back for South Africa. It's trouble for South Africa at the moment. Jesse Kriel manages to straighten things up again. Now Willie Leroux gets the pass out to Cheslin Colby, back on the inside, all the way up to the halfway line on the near side of the field. South Africa now, Faf de Klerk back. It comes Peter Steph the Toy. They don't know what to do with the ball at the moment is the Boks. De Klerk getting it back to Andre Pollard, going high up into the air. That's a brilliant kick. The chase coming from Kurtley Arendse, and Arendse has got the ball for the Boks. Now it's Jebanetze, pick up and go from him. Just 5 meters out from the 22 of France now. De Klerk back, it comes to Willie Leroux. Willie Leroux nearly into a half cap there, right on the 22-meter line. Now De Klerk back, it comes to Peter Steph the Toy again, right on the 22 of France. De Klerk back, it comes Pollard out to Kwagga Smith now. He's going to drive forward. Kwagga Smith still going forward now. Now it's support needed by the Boks, but they're going to blow it. Now it's going to, they blow it. Not enough support at the breakdown. And a penalty goes the way of France. I saw it coming from a mile away. A penalty goes the way of France. Malvaka has done brilliantly there. Kwagga Smith did so well to break loose of that tackle, but didn't get the support that he needed and gave away the penalty. Time is off. Faf de Klerk receiving some attention now. We're just going to run that clock. I forgot to get it back on again. So 25 points to 19 it is. France leading the Boks, and they now have a penalty inside their own 22 here, as Charlie Bear will kick this downfield for them. Oh, what a horrible kick from Charlie Bear, as that one goes backwards into touch. Well, I don't know, we could get this, but Charlie Bear has kicked that one backwards to about 15 meters out from their own try line. What a poor kick from Charlie Bear. Line out taken by Wacky now. Dupont gets it out. Aldred is going to chase this one up. About 10 meters out from their own try line is France now. Dupont is waiting for this one right in the middle of the field. 10 meters out from their own try line as Dupont goes to the box kick downfield. And he's not going to find touch. Finds Cheslin Colby. Now Colby's going to run this up. Over the 10, he goes over, he goes still again. It's up to the 22, goes Cheslin Colby now. Needs support now from the Springboks. It's Erge Snyman gets the pass away. Kwagga Smith now. Kwagga Smith gone to ground just inside the 22. Bonambi now. South Africa, have they knocked this one on? It's Faf de Klerk, Peter Steph the Toy. Gets it out to Dialendi. The referee going to call him back for the knock on. And it's going to be a scrum now to France. The referee falling bait of the French supporters and the French players there. I'm not sure whether that was knocked on or not. Bonambi saying that there's no way that he knocked that ball on. Let's just have a look. He did definitely knock that ball on. Bongi. Why even complain? But what a breakout from Cheslin Colby there. All the way up over to the 22-meter line. But Bonambi has knocked that ball on, unfortunately. Great stepping from Cheslin Colby. South Africa still very much in this game. They just need to cancel out the little odd mistakes now. 25 points to 19 it is. And France leading by 6 points at the moment. So Vincent Koch, the only replacement still to come for the Boks here. It's a scrum down to France now, about 15 meters out from their own try line, about give or take 10 meters out from the near side of the field. And yeah, let's see what's going to happen in this last 22 minutes of the game. It's critical that the Springboks score next if they want to stay in this game. Have France done enough? Dupont will feed this one in. The Springboks scrum now looking to dominate the French here as they get it, and it's a penalty to the box now. Go for the corner, kick it to the corner and get the lead. Or do we go for goal? It's a big moment in this game now. What are they going to do? We need this try. Yup, they're going to go for the corner. Going for the corner is the Springboks. Setting it up 5 meters out from the try line. Let's see what's going to happen here. Bongi Bunambi to throw this one in for the Boks. They're going to go. Oh, the ball gets lost by the Springboks. And now 3 points goes a begging as France gets that ball. Disappointing from the Springboks there. Fought for all money that they were going to drive this one with a maul to the try line. But Dupont now gets it out to Redawardi. Redawardi sets it up for the French. Dupont under a bit of pressure now. Waiting for this one. That is a big moment. That has gone a begging for the Springboks. Dupont going with a box kick over the top. And that one not going to find touch into the hands of Colby. Colby again now. This time he's brought down on a 10-meter line inside France territory. The referee in the way there. But South Africa has managed to secure possession on a 10-meter line of France. Now Willie Leroux. Willie Leroux with a long pass over the top to Pieter Steph de Toey. Still the Springboks come between the 10 and the 22. Bonambi. Flat pass to RG Snyman. Can the Boks get this ball? Faf, you're too slow, man. Come again, Andre Pollard to Bongi Bonambi, Oxnashire. Dialendi, the Boks are playing backwards at the moment. And a knock on from Willie Leroux on a 10-meter line of France. It's going to be a scrum down to France now. Damn it. 19 minutes to go. Kom ons slaan liewer oor na Afrikaanse kommentaar. Willie jou wragtig slaan hy bal aan en as 'n skram vir Frankryk. Hy gaan hom net regmaak, maar die lyn staan was waar alles skeef geloop het vir die Bokke daarso. Hulle moes daai lyn staan gewen het, 'n rolmaalbeweging begin het en oor die doellyn gedryf het. Maar alles van daar af het net skeef geloop vir die Bokke. En ja, wat kan ek sê? Die Franse verdediging wat daar so die oorhand kry en die klokkie wat nou gestop word daar so. Gaan 'n skram wees vir die Franse op die 10 meter stippellyn. Dit lyk my asof Dwayne Vermeulen gaan teruggaan op die veld hierso. Kyk net wat die beslissing van die skynsregter gaan wees hierso. Dwayne Vermeulen wat terugkom op die veld nou. En kom ons kyk wie verlaat die veld. Dit is Pieter Steph de Toey wat die veld gaan verlaat daarso. En dink is vir 'n HIA. Maar ja, Dwayne Vermeulen terug op die veld vir die Bokke. Skram vir die Franse op die 10 meter stippellyn, binnekant hulle eie gebied in die middel van die veld. 6 punte die verskil hierso. En Dupont wat hierdie bal gaan ingooi vir die Franse. Tyd wat terug is nou en die skram wat aan die Franse toegeken word hierso. Kom ons kyk op die Afrikaans, die bokke gaan lig hier in die tweede helfte. Dupont wat hom gaan ingooi op die 10 meter stippellyn, binnekant hulle eie gebied in die middel van die veld. Dupont gooi hom in, hier kom Gregory Aldred van die agterkant af, hy is in 'n halwe gaping, maak dit tot op die halflyn, Dupont nou, terug daarna Charlie Bear, wat hom veld afskop, hoog in die lug, en Cheslin Colby wat die bal aanslaan, is Damien Penaud wat die bal kry vir Frankryk, so tussen die 10 en die halflyn nou, is Frankryk wat op die aanval is, Dante word grond toe gebring, nou sit Louis Pierre, wat hardloop tot op die 22 meter lyn van die bokke. Dupont weer eens uit daarna Gregory Aldred toe. Die bokke vinnig oor daai bal, gaan hom terugkry, ja, Frankryk kry hom. Charlie Bear, die bal wat agter toe gaan. Nou is dit Damien Penaud wat hom optel op die 10 meter stippellyn. En hy gaan nou op die hardloop, amper in 'n gaping in, tussen die 22 en die 10 meter lyn van die bokke. Frankryk wat nog steeds kom. En Calfico wat die bal uitkry daar na Ramos toe. Hulle verloor so 'n bietjie veld daarso. En Dupont wat nou wag vir die bal om uit te kom. Famoyena wat vorentoe beer vir Frankryk. Steeds Suid-Afrika wat probeer die bal stadig maak, maar Frankryk wat die bal weer eens terugkry. Moeilikheid nou vir die bokke. Olivon wat amper daar wegkom, maar hy slaan vir hom aan. En die bokke gaan die skram kry op die 22 meter lyn. Baie goeie enkel tap daar deur Faf de Klerk op Olivon. Anders was daar moeilikheid. 6 punte die verskil. En Faf de Klerk wat 'n baie belangrike enkel tap daar weggekry het. Bal wat aangeslaan word deur Olivon. En die bokke wat nog lewendig is. Bokke wat daai rush defense doen op die oomblik en huidiglik werk vir hulle, maar dit kan enige tyd, enige ander kant toe ook gaan. Maar sover gelukkig vir die bokke, alles wat nog in hulle guns tel, behalwe die telbord. Frans Malherbe wat van die veld af is, Vincent Kok wat op is, so met 17 minute se speeltyd oor in hierdie wedstryd. Vincent Kok, Mr. Incredible, wat op die veld kom. Kom ons kyk wat kan hy vir die bokke bied. 'n 3 vir die bokke met 'n oorskop wen hierdie wedstryd vir hulle. Maar dit lyk net nie asof die bokke kan oor die voordeellyn kom hier in die tweede helfte nie. Is nog nie verby nie. Shimone, ek het hier iemand wat langs my sit wat 100% saam met jou stem. Maar ja, die ervaring wat die man bring, kom ons kruisig hom nie net vir een aanslaan nie. Bal wat gaan ingegooi word deur Faf de Klerk nou, hier op die 22 meter lyn van die bokke. Hy skram wat grond toe gaan, is 'n vryskop vir die bokke. En wat gaan hulle nou doen? Net toe het hulle 'n vryskop gevat en geskram. Wat is nou anders? Ja, daar skram hulle weer. Suid-Afrika soek hy strafskop. Suid-Afrika wat nou weer eens gaan skram van hier af. Hulle glo in hulle skram. En die tyd wat net uithardloop met hierdie skrams op die oomblik. Ons gaan daai tyd so 'n minuut terugrol. As Frankryk nog 'n plaasvervanger opbring, maar Wakka wat die veld gaan verlaat en hy was omtrent 'n doring in die vlees van die bokke vanaand. Malwaka, die nommer 2 van Frankryk. Fantastiese wedstryd deur die nommer 2 van Frankryk. Right, skram vir die bokke nou op die 22 meter stippellyn binnekant hulle eie gebied en hulle gaan draai druk vir 'n strafskop hierso van hierdie skram af. Kom ons kyk wat gaan gebeur hierso. 25-19 met so 15 minute se speeltyd oor in hierdie wedstryd. Bal wat ingegooi word. Is Frankryk wat hulle terugdryf, maar 'n strafskop voordeel aan die bokke. Paf de Klerk wat die bal uitkry daarna Dialendi toe. Nou is dit Jesse Kriel wat reguit maak. Hy's in 'n gaping, kry die bal uit na Andrei Pollard toe. Pollard wat die bal uitkry na Dialendi toe, wat hom op die skopskoen sit. Wie jaag agterna? Dis Dupont wat daar is. Hy word grond toe gebring. 5 meter van sy eie doellyn af. Gaan die bokke die bal kan steel? Nee. Frankryk, ja, daar's 'n strafskop vir die bokke. En weer eens besluitheid nou vir die bokke hierso. Doen wat Dupont net nou gedoen het. Tik hom vinnig, wil hy gaan. Wil hy gaan? Nee, hy gaan nie gaan nie. Hulle moet nou besluit, paal toe of kantlyn toe, of gaan ons vir die skram. Hulle het net nou 3 punte verbrou. Deur kantlyn toe te skop. Die keer gaan hulle skram. Nee, hulle gaan tap and go. Tap and go die bokke hierso. Wil hy moes maar getik het en gegaan het. 14 minute se speeltyd oor in hierdie wedstryd. Bokke wat dringend 'n 3 soek. Tap and go. Bongi Bonambi. Wat maak hulle nou? Is RG Snyman kry hom uit na Dwayne Vermeulen toe. Bal wat grond toe gebring word nou Bongi Bonambi. Hulle is 'n meter kort van die doellyn af. Is Kwagga Smit wat draai daar oorduik. Maar die bokke wat gaan hulle die bal terugkry? Ja, hulle gaan. Hulle is 'n meter van die doellyn af. 'n meter van die doellyn af. Nou vorm hulle amper 'n mol daarso. Strafskop voordeel vir die bokke. Nou de Klerk Etzebeth wat dryf. Hy gaan oor. Sekerlik oor die doellyn en daar's 'n 3 vir die bokke. Ewen Etzebeth oor vir die 3. Bokke wat nou kan voorloop met hierdie 3 wat gedruk is. Frankryk wat sê Etzebeth het aangeslaan. Wag 'n bietjie. Kom ons kyk, gaan die skynsregter op, gaan TMO toe. 25-24 met 'n skop om te kom het Etzebeth daai bal aangeslaan. Dit lyk nie so nie. Nee, hy's gedruk. 'n Pragtige 3 deur Ewen Etzebeth. En die skop wat oorgaan, die bokke voor 26-25 met 13 minute se speeltyd oor in hierdie wedstryd. 13 minute se speeltyd oor in hierdie wedstryd. Bokke 26, Frankryk 25. Net 'n punt verskil hier tussen die twee spanne. Bokke wat sal moet vasbyt en uitbyt. Kom ons kyk wat gaan gebeur. 13 minute oor in hierdie wedstryd. 13 minute. Wie gaan hierdie wedstryd wen? Gaan dit Frankryk wees of gaan dit die bokke wees? Jolly Bear wat gaan afskop hierso is 'n hoë hangende afskop en die bal wat gaan in die hande van Frankryk kom nou Dupont wat op die 10 meter stippellyn die bal het hierso, slaan hom agtertoe aan. Cameron Walkie word grond gebring op die halflyn. Bokke verdediging wat baie goed is. En 'n strafskop van die bokke. Andrei Pollard kan paal toe gaan van hier af in die middel van die veld op die halflyn. Kom ons kyk, gaan Pollard paal toe. 'n belangrike skop nou as Pollard gaan paal toe skop. Ja, hy gaan. Andrei Pollard wat gaan paal toe korrel op die halflyn in die middel van die veld. Kom ons kyk wat gaan gebeur. Frankryk se kaptein wat nie gelukkig is nie. Marcus Kwagga Smit wat die strafskoppe werkstellig en daar's geen keer aan daai man as hy ruggie krom trek, dan weet jy verseker daai bal is of 'n strafskop vir die Bokke of 'n strafskop vir die ander span. Die keer is dit vir die Bokke en Andre Pollard wat gaan pale toe korrel net so binnekant sy eie gebied in die middel van die veld. Kom ons kyk wat gaan gebeur. Pollard is gebring vir die okasie. Gaan hy om deur die pale jaag. Dit kan die Bokke voorsit met 4 punte. Die skop. Hy steer die middel van die pale. En is Suid-Afrika wat voorloop met 29 punte teenoor 25. Frankryk gaan druk om te wen. 10 minute is speeltyd oor in hierdie wedstryd. En die Bokke wat voorloop 29-25 met 11 minute is speeltyd oor in hierdie wedstryd. Die bal wat afgeskop word, ingeneem word, daardeur Dwayne Vermeulen en Makelo wat hom grond toe bring en 'n massiewe terugwegpoging deur Ierland agter Frankryk daar, maar die Bokke het die bal so 10 meter van hulle eie doellyn af. Faf de Klerk wat wag vir hierdie bal. Faffie wat hom gaan skop en hy skop hom veld af daarso, nie uit nie en hier's moeilikheid as dit Thomas Ramos is by die teenaanval. Kry my daar na Damian Penou, maar hy word grond toe gebring op die 10 meter stippellyn van die Bokke. Nou is dit weer vorentoe gedeer deur Bolgeret van Frankryk. Bokke se dissipline wat nou moet hou. Dupont kry my uit na Charlie Bear. Wakkie wat grond toe gebring word daar net voor die 10 meter stippellyn van die Bokke. Charlie Bear weer. Nou is dit Kyle Fico. Hy word grond toe gebring deur Bonambi. Bokke se verdediging wat hou op die oomblik. Nou Makelo weer wat draai vorentoe weer 'n fantastiese tackle deur Oxnard daar. Dupont op die halflyn nou Charlie Bear wat 'n klein skoppie in die middel deursit en is mooi opgetel deur Charlie Bear. Charlie Bear op tot by die 22 meter lyn vir Frankryk. Nou Reda Wardy word grond toe gebring deur Faf de Klerk vir 'n strafskop voordeel aan Frankryk vir 'n hoë tackle. Nou gaan hulle vir die cross kick en terug vir hom is Chester Akatiarense. Maar hulle kom terug vir 'n hoogvat daar deur Faf de Klerk. Reg in die middel van die veld op die 22 meter stippellyn. Was dit onkant? Ja, dit was onkant deur Faf de Klerk. En met 9 minute is speeltyd oor in hierdie wedstryd. Kom ons stop hy klokkie. Daar's 9 minute is speeltyd oor in hierdie wedstryd. En Frankryk wat nou gaan moet besluit, gaan hulle kantlyn toe of gaan hulle daai 3 punte vat en weer kom. 'n Pragtige skoppie daar deur Frankryk, deur Thomas Ramos. Sit vir Charlie Bear in 'n gaping daarso. Briljante verdediging deur Jesse Kriel daarso wat hom grond toe bring net buite kan die 22, maar dan onkant deur die Bokke en 'n strafskop wat gegee word aan Frankryk in die middel van die veld in die 22 op die 22 van die Bokke. Kom ons kyk, Frankryk gaan pale toe aanlê met hierdie ene. Pale toe, dit gaan weer eens 'n 1-punt wedstryd word hierso. Ramos reg voor die pale. Sekerlik kan hom nie mis nie, maar nou wel, Jalibert het die bal agtertoe geskop in plaas van vorentoe, so mens weet nooit. Ja, hy sit vir hom reg deur die middel daarso en is 29-28 met 8 minute is speeltyd oor in hierdie wedstryd. 8 minute is speeltyd oor in hierdie wedstryd. En ek gaan nie eers waag om my gesig te wys nie. Ek stook soos 'n chimney hierso. Bufana wat gaan opkom in die plek van Charlie Bear nou vir Frankryk. En die skop wat afgeskop word daarso en ingeneem word deur Ramos word grond toe gebring daardeur Willie Leroux. Dupont wat wag vir hom so 10 meter van sy eie doellyn af hierso. Die Franse wat gaan wil probeer om uit hulle eie halfgebied uit te kom nou. Dupont wat wag. En die bal wat uit is nou geskop word daar deur Dupont. En hy gaan die kantlyn opsoek so net binnekant hulle eie 10 meter stippellyn van Frankryk. Kom ons kyk wat kan die bokke doen. My man van die wedstryd, definitief Cheslin Kolbe vandag, as die bokke die wedstryd wen. As nie, Malwaka van Frankryk. Bonambi wat die bal gaan ingooi en RG Snyman wat hom kry, rolmaalbeweging gevorm daar deur die bokke op die 10 meter stippellyn van Frankryk. Suid-Afrika wat die rolmaalbeweging aan die gang kry. Hier kom die bokke nou met daai rolmaalbeweging amper op tot by die 22 meter lyn nou is die bokke. Maar die bal wat gaan moet uitkom, sê die skynsregter. Gaan die bokke die bal kry? Ja, hulle gaan. Cheslin Kolbe wat op skram skakel is, gaan vir 'n skepskop. En kom ons kyk, het hy hom nee, ongelukkig nie. Cheslin Kolbe wat aan die paal toe daarso van die skram af posisie af en amperkies net links verby. En Frankryk wat nou kan afskop van hulle eie 22 meter lyn af. Bonambi wat beseer lê daar op die grond, maar Frankryk wat wil vinnig gaan, maar die skynsregter sê nee. Ons sal moet wag daarso vir Bonambi. Kolbe wat gegaan het vir die skepskop, as hy gewerk het, het hy gewerk en die bokke was voor. Maar dit het nou nie gewerk en balbesit wat weggeskop word daar deur die bokke op die aanval binne die 22 van Frankryk. En ja, dis 'n puntverskil op die oomblik. 'n puntjie wat die twee spanne op die oomblik separate. Cheslin Kolbe wat amper hom deurgesit het daarso, maar nou ongelukkig nie. En ja, ons sal weer die tyd moet stop daarso. Kom ons kyk, die skynsregter wat daar sê, daar gaan 'n plaasvervanger opkom weer vir Frankryk, dink ek. Nee, is Bonambi wat gaan die veld verlaat. En is Pieter Stef de Tooy wat terugkom op die veld. So dit beteken dat Dion Fourie nou gaan hakker toe skuif vir die bokke. Tyd is terug en daai bal wat direk uitgeskop word deur Frankryk, so dit gaan 'n skram wees vir die bokke of 'n lyn staan. Ek dink is 'n skram op die op die 22 meter lyn in die middel van die veld hierso. Thomas Ramos wat daar mis en hom direk uitskop. 28 vir Frankryk, 29 vir die bokke. 5 minute se speeltyd oor in hierdie wedstryd. Bokke op die aanval gaan Andre Pollard dalk vir die skepskop gaan van die halflyn af. Dis uitklop rugby. Die probleem is net, sit Andre Pollard hom oor en Frankryk skop af, dan is ons weer binne ons eie 22 met 4 punte verskil. So ek sal liewer sê, gaan vir die 3 en wen hom. Gaan vir die 3, gaan vir die strafskop. Gaan hoekie toe, drukkie 3 en wen die game verseker. Skram wat nou gevorm word, 5 minute oor in hierdie wedstryd. Faf de Klerk wat hom gaan ingooi. Soliede skram daar van Frankryk en Suid-Afrika. Nou kry Suid-Afrika die bal uit. Faf de Klerk uit daarna, Andre Pollard. Nee, Damien nie. Hy gaan reguit maak. So 5 meter van die doellyn af. Cheslin Kolbe op skram skakel kry hom uit na Pieter Stef de Tooy toe. Pieter Stef de Tooy. Hulle gaan na die middel van die veld te beweeg nou. Dion Fourie word grond toe gebring nou. De Klerk uit na Vincent Kok. Vincent Kok wat teruggedryf word daar nou. 10 meter van die doellyn af in Suid-Afrika. Nou is dit Ebenetsewet wat weer vorentoe gaan. De Klerk wat wag vir hom. Kry hom uit na Oxnard toe. Oxnard wat vorentoe beer. Kan Suid-Afrika uithou. 4 minute oor. Dion Fourie nou. 'n 3 wen die wedstryd vir die bokke. Faf de Klerk, hy gaan uit. Wag. Is die bal aangeslaan daar deur die bokke? Ja, die bal wat aangeslaan word deur die bokke. En Frankryk wat die bal gaan ingooi. Kom ons kyk daar die bokke wat klaar. Ja, nee, dit moet 'n skram wees vir die Springbokke. O nee, 'n strafskop vir die bokke, sekerlik. Die bal wat in 'n Franse speler vasgegooi word, wat onkant is, dit moet 'n penalty vir die bokke wees. Ja, Benno wat niks wil hoor nie. En 'n baie swak beslissing deur Benno daarso. Wat voel Faf de Klerk dink ek het dit as prins gedoen. Maar ek maak nie saakie. Hy was onkant, sekerlik. Ja, die skeieregter wil niks hoor nie. 3 minute is 'n speeltyd oor. Is dit 'n groot oomblik in hierdie wedstryd? Skram hulle bokke, skram hulle. Dupont wat gaan ingooi. En daar gaan weer eens 'n skram gevorm moet word. Afrika moet versigtig wees om nie 'n strafskop weg te gee hier nie. Hulle druk so 'n bietjie vroeg. Baie swak beslissing deur Benno. Die Franse speler wat beslis onkant was. Faf de Klerk wat die bal in hom ingooi. En die skeieregter wat voel dat hy dit op as prins gedoen het en die spel wat aangaan. Maak nie saak of hy dit as prins gedoen het of nie. Die man was onkant en dit is die punt van die saak. Maar nou ja, 2,5 minute is 'n speeltyd oor in hierdie wedstryd. Anton Dupont wat hom gaan ingooi. Skram wat sak, weer eens gaan hulle skram. Die Franse speler wat se arm duidelik eerste sak daar op die grond. Wat gaan aan met Benno hierso? Hy het so 'n goeie wedstryd gehad, heel wedstryd lank. Maak 2 fatale beslissings nou hier na die einde van die wedstryd. Daar's 2 minute se speeltyd oor hierso. En Benno wat sy kop verloor hierso in die laaste 2 minute van hierdie wedstryd. Die laaste 3 minute van hierdie wedstryd. Suid-Afrika wat sal moet vashou en aanhou. Daar's 2,5 minute oor. Frankryk het die skram 10 meter van hulle eie doellyn af. En as die Franse dit kan doen, kan hulle dit doen van hulle eie doellyn af. Kom ons kyk. Grote oomblik hierdie. 2 minute se speeltyd oor in hierdie wedstryd. 2 minute oor in hierdie wedstryd. Kom ons kyk of Frankryk dit kan doen van hulle eie doellyn af. Dupont wat gaan moet ingooi. Bal wat gaan uitkom vir Dupont nou. Hulle werk die steelkantjie daarso. As Frankryk in 'n gaping ingaan, hier's moeilikheid vir Suid-Afrika. Is Benou wat die bal aan die binnekant kry daar na Galfico toe. Op tot 3 10 meter stippellyn van die bokke. Nou sit Dupont weer. Dupont wat die bal uitkry daar na Makelou toe. Het sy weer die bal wat uitskiet. Die bokke het hom. Kwagga Smit wat in besit is vir die Springbokke hierso op die 10 meter stippellyn. Binnekant die Springbokke se gebied. Faf de Klerk wat wag vir die bal. Daar's 'n minuut en 'n half se speeltyd oor in hierdie wedstryd. Ebenetsewet wat nou grond toe gaan. Bokke moet nie nou 'n strafskop weggee nie. Faf de Klerk wat wag vir hom. Moenie dit doen nie, bokke. Vincent Kok wat hom gaan grond toe vat. Bokke, julle is in julle eie gebied op die oomblik. Moenie speel in julle eie gebied nie. Daar's nog steeds 'n minuut se speeltyd oor. Faf de Klerk gaan skop hom net weg, skop hom net weg. Faf de Klerk wat gaan met die skoppie oor die kop nou. Bal wat gejaag word, bal wat terugspring en nou sit Ramos. Ramos kry hom uit daarna Damien Penaud toe. Frankryk is in hulle eie gebied nou, so op die 10 meter stippellyn. Kom ons kyk wat maak hulle. Dupont wat hom uitkry daarna Famuena toe. Bokke sal moet wegrol. Dupont nou, terug na Galfico toe. Nou sit Dante wat hom uitkry na Makelou. Makelou wat grond toe gaan op die halflyn. Dupont wat wag vir hom, kom terug. Suid-Afrika se verdediging wat hou, Redouardi wat grond toe gebring word op die 10 meter stippellyn. Binnekant hulle eie gebied, Dupont nou. Terug daar na Cameron Walkie toe. Cameron Walkie nou de pont weer. Nou uit daarna Olivon, Gaal Fiek out. Hy weer pen nou. Hy's in 'n gaping. Maak dit tot op die 10 meter stippellyn van die bokke. Nou is dit weer Dupont. Dupont word grond toe gebring deur de Klerk. Kry die bal uit na Thomas Ramos toe. Op die 10 meter stippellyn van die bokke. Tyd is verstreke. Bal moet net uitkom. Gaal Fiek wat hom uitkry na Reda Wardi toe. Reda Wardi wat terughardloop daarso. Gaan die bokke die bal kry. Dupont het hom vir Frankryk op die halflyn van die bokke. Hier kom Famawina. Dryf vorentoe. Waar is jy Kwagga? Verdediging, dissipline, vertaal vir die bokke nou. Reda Wardi wat wag vir hom. Hy breek deur die eerste verdediging en daar gat hy. Bal wat daar geslaan is en die bokke het hom. Daar gaan ons. Ons is in die semifinals. Die bokke het hom. 29-28. Die bokke wat die wedstryd wen. Ten spyte van Ben O'Keefe wen die bokke hierdie wedstryd. 28 punte vir Frankryk, 29 vir die Springbokke. Die bokke teen Engeland volgende naweek. Argentinië teen die All Blacks. Dit is 'n droom wat kan waar word. Die All Blacks teen die bokke in 'n wêreldbeker finaal. Dit is die ultimate. Die bokke wat wen 29-28. En ja, dit was 'n wedstryd en 'n half hierdie gewees. 4000 mense wat kyk. Dankie vir al die ondersteuning mense. Waardeer dit ten volle. Suid-Afrika wat hierdie wedstryd gaan wen met 29 punte teenoor 28. 1 puntjie verskil en die Franse wat uitgeskop word op hulle tuisveld hier in die wêreldbeker rugby. As daar een span is wat dit kon doen, was dit die bokke. And they did it. The Springboks have won by 29 points to 28. France players still in disbelief. I'm sure the crowd's still in disbelief. But the world champions have knocked out the hosts and the Stade de France quarterfinal number 4. Springboks on top by a single point. And with that, I'm going to leave it at that. My voice is gone. I will see you guys next weekend for the semi-finals between the All Blacks in Argentina and the Springboks up against England. Until then, guys, this is the Rugby Guru signing off for the night. See you guys next week.